So you guys come upon the Stag Lord's fortress finally. It's around sunset. Let me put up the date. And as you come up to the fortress at sunset, you notice, and this is like about a mile away. You guys are on an elevated terrain, so you can see it clearly. But about a mile down the road, what you see, well, the path in the forest, what you see is you see a massive amount of little tents put up, and they are all burning fires. This looks like a veritable army. In the center of these tents, there is a very small secluded forest, and in the center of the forest, on top of a hill, you see what appears to be an ancient castle. You guys are coming in tow with Knock Knock. He is managing the horses and your equipment, and you have Jathal following you as you come upon this. So it's up to you on how you want to approach taking on the Stag Lord. Obviously, you're expecting a trap because the Stag Lord has kind of teased you to come and face him.
Do you have a map so we could look at the tents and where we're at?
I don't have a map, but I can describe to you. You're about a mile off and you're on elevated terrain. What you see in front of you is you see this castle. The castle is surrounded by dense forest. And then outside the dense forest, you see 3 separate camps. One to the east, one to the west, and one to the north. These camps have all those fires coming out of them. The castle itself seems somewhat quiet.
Is it night or day?
It's sunset.
On the east, north, and what was the other one? West?
Yeah, east, north, and west. There's 3 encampments around the castle. These encampments look pretty massive from where you are.
Now, you said the encampments are burning, or they?
No. There's fireplaces
Okay.
campfires around them, so you know that there's a lot of bandits there.
It looks like armies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like a veritable army. So if you guys were to just charge ahead, you guys might be facing a lot of bandits.
So, obviously, our options are limited, as in we can strike a camp, but then everyone's going to know we're fighting a camp, and the other 2 camps can converge on us. The other alternate option would be, what is it called? Trying to sneak past that and just hit the castle directly, or using Knock Knock's back door access, if you guys remember that.
Yes.
He said he knew a secret passage.
John, can I throw warfare just to get a sense about how many would that be, like in the camp?
Oh,
like
sure.
estimate?
I'll take. Let me set a DC, and I will take that. I'll take a roll for that. I'll set at a expert DC for warfare.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. You can't estimate just from where your distance. You're too far away to get a good estimate of how many bandits would be occupying these 3 camps.
Thank you.
What about, is she able to roll a survival to see if she could pick out the best route for us to get closer to where we need to go?
I will.
The woods and everything.
I will take a survival to survey the area and look at which is the less guarded route. Sure.
Okay, I'll do that then.
That is a success, a regular success. So when you look around the camps, you realize that, whereas the north, east, and west, there's a huge encampment right in front of the castle. To try to get past that encampment would be very dangerous. You realize that the south, of the castle, that area seems relatively unguarded compared to the other three. In terms of just the land itself, the south also has a lot of forest to possibly provide some cover as you approach.
Okay. Then I want to do a nature check to see if I can find hidden nooks where we can walk to get to that side of the castle.
Sure, I'll accept that. I'm gonna make it easier, DC.
Tell me when you're ready.
How far are we from the wolves?
What wolves?
With that one wolf creature that spoke.
Oh, the dire wolf? No, you're many hexes away from that. Yeah, there's a little depiction of the Stag Lord's fortress. But you can't. You guys are so far away. You can only see it as a very tiny. You can really strain to actually see the castle itself.
Hey, John. So does it have walls like that? And are they like?
So
From
from what you can see, the castle itself has very tall walls. But this castle is ancient. You're certain that the Stag Lord does not have resources to build his own castle. So he must have taken over an ancient castle. Because you can see that the castle itself is in disrepair. It's crumbling. However, there's very tall palisades around the castle. Very tall ramparts that you think would not be easy to scale. Scarlet, when you take a look around, you realize that as the sun begins to set, the light from the sun is obscuring parts of the path that you can possibly take if you want to go to the southern route to try to not be detected.
Guys, we can just take the path while the sun's coming down. Take the shadows to walk toward the south.
Yeah, you think that when the sun goes down completely, the shadows will be completely obscuring the southern path. Well, because you scored a critical success.
Where's Knock Knock?
Knock Knock is right beside you. He's sitting there chomping on some beef jerky and raiding the horses.
What's that smell? Oh, I look down. What did you do, Knock Knock?
Hey, jerky. And he's sitting there eating this unidentified meat.
Where did you get that? I look to see all the horses are still there.
Yeah, he says, oh, no, this is, I got it from the forest.
I'm not even going to ask, Knock Knock. But what I will ask is, where's that path you were talking about? You know, that secret hidden entrance?
Oh, if you, going inside the castle, there's a trapdoor, eastern camp. He's like, you can go underneath, secret passage into the castle.
But it's in the eastern camp, you say?
Yeah, but the bandits don't know. Knock Knock knows.
Where is it in the camp?
He says, it is beneath the chief bandit's hut.
How the hell are we going to get in there?
Knock Knock shrugs his shoulders.
All right, what are your thoughts, team? Having a, what is it called? A diversion.
Okay, so I have an idea for that actually. I have alchemist fires on me. So if we could sneakily start a fire, maybe toward the edge of the camp, away from where we need to sneak into, the captain's camp. Maybe we could lure them towards that fire, and then we sneak in.
You would have to set up a big fire. But
I can make up to like maybe 4 moderate alchemist fires at once.
Here's a question. What if we had somebody, and I look at Knock Knock, go to another camp, all sneaky, and sort of fire there too?
That works too, so we can start like multiple fires.
Yeah, have a diversion.
But Knock Knock needs to show you secret passage. Knock Knock knows there's trap down there.
Oh, really?
Bad trap.
What kind of trap?
Ancient trap.
How do you know?
Knock Knock escaped.
Oh, really? Tell me more. What kind of trap is this?
Ancient trap. Don't know, but Knock Knock gets sense when goes down there. It's big stone chamber. 2 iron doors. When you set off the trap, step on the wrong pressure plate, doors will close. You will die down there. Knock Knock used to show you how to get past.
Hey John, I have a question. Is like Ned kind of still here with us, or is he like did he get shunted away by his patron?
If he well, it depends if he shows up. If he doesn't show up by the time you go in, then I guess he does get teleported away.
If he's still technically here right now, could he make the diversion at the other camp?
He can't do anything unless he's here. Obviously, I'm not. We can't act on his. We can't act with his character on his behalf. We can't roll skill checks on his behalf or anything like that. He has to be here.
Yeah, of course. Are we allowed to take Knock Knock?
He also has a familiar that could really help in this case. His familiar could fly around and scout the camps and stuff.
John?
What?
Are we allowed to take Knock Knock with Jathal, or is it one or the other at this point?
No, you can take Knock Knock with the Jathal. He'll be more of a non-combatant kind of guy, just like a guide. If you want to take him,
okay.
He'll go with you. He might if you do go into combat, I'll control him and he might run away or something.
Right, that works. So yeah, we could set up a fire on one side, Talos. That's kind of what I was going for, just to get them to leave the camp somewhat, or have their eyes focused on one side of it.
Hey John, I have a question. Is there any way I could alter my alchemist fire formula? Have like a delayed explosion, like a delayed burn?
No.
Like I could roll a crafting check for that.
What if you
Is
add
it something that's not covered by something that you already can do in the game? If so, then we can figure something out.
Yeah, that's not like a regular thing, but I was wondering if I could like put it on a time, like some way to put it on a timer.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
could it work like a dynamite? You know, that if you put a little piece of rope or something like that long enough.
Yeah, like a fuse
where it
is what you're
burns?
talking about.
Yes, that's the word.
Yeah, that sounds like crafting. Let me say, I'm going to make that expert difficulty. If you want to create something like that, that sounds like it. It's reasonable.
Alternatively, I might have another option. When I was in Afghanistan, the Taliban would go and they'd set up a mortar or a rocket to go off, and what they would do is they would bring ice out to an area, and when the ice melted, because it's so freaking hot, it would melt in a matter of minutes or whatever, but they'd be long gone by the time it melted, but it would shift the weight of something and cause it to go off. And it would be it would be natural. And it was actually quite clever. We could do something like that.
Yeah, so you guys are trying to build an IED, pretty much.
Not an IED, but basically like essentially. I mean, we could just go and throw all the alchemist fire on the wagon and have one of the horses run into the camp. It's kind of fucked up, but
you also lose your wagon, which is pretty expensive.
Yeah. Well, we could get another one.
Yeah.
And the item.
Need it. Well, no, we would have taken items out of that at that point. Hello.
Okay.
Either way works for me. I can only. I don't know if we need the full cart because I can only make up the. Actually, I already have one on me, so I can do up to 5.
So my question here is, if we manage to go on the south side silently without any of them knowing there's somebody inside the camp, that would make it less attentive of them trying to find somebody. But if we do the alchemist thing and...
Oh, Neg is the one who beat the DC, but Neg is not here, so... The DC was 24 for the perception.
Why did I roll a perception?
No, this is unprompted. I rolled it for everybody. But Neg is not here, so he's the one person who beat the DC is not here, so you guys don't perceive anything. You go about your business.
Actually, I know it's a little late now, but can I just go to... Is it still okay if I roll that crafting check?
Yeah, sure. You don't succeed in building it, but you don't critically fail. It doesn't explode in your face. You can't get the fuse to properly connect with the alchemist fire to have it explode.
Ooh, could I actually use a hero point on that? Actually,
Yeah, sure. You might want to save them for later, though.
Couldn't you just
Oh, that
re-roll
hero
it and
point
keep?
made it worse. Now,
Hold on.
now,
Can he just try again?
no, the alchemist fire just exploded in his face because he critically failed the DC.
Yeah, no, of course. But what I'm saying is, instead of using a hero point, can he just try to craft it again? He's got more than one alchemist fire, and he can make more than one, rather. You know.
Sure, but you got to take alchemist fire damage. You rolled a 2.
the full damage.
Well, you get to roll a reflex check because it's just an alchemist fire. It's as if somebody threw it on you, as if you threw it on yourself.
Okay, because that's like typically an attack roll for it.
Oh, it's an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's pretend you got hit with it. Then it's a reflex save, isn't it, or is it just damage?
No, just damage. But if you want, I could do that reflex save.
If it's just damage, you got to roll a damage. It exploded in your face because you rolled a 2. Ouch! That's a lot of damage.
Ooh. I accidentally rolled that twice, so it should be that first one.
Oh, it's 2, right? Oh, it's 9. Yeah, it blows up in your face for 9 damage.
Scarlet looks at you and she's like, shakes her head.
Yeah, your hair's all singed.
My eyebrows are gone.
Should Knock Knock do this? I asked Talos.
He could. In fact, what if we like work together? So like he helped me because I think I might have a higher roll than him.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Knock Knock roll an assist. I have Knock Knock stats here. I will roll a crafting for him to assist you against the same DC. Knock Knock's not. Oh man, I think this is the one thing he's not trained in. Okay, so he's gonna have to just roll a flat intelligence check, which isn't great. No, Knock Knock does not help you.
That's better.
But you succeed on the second attempt. You succeed to make that alchemist fire on a fuse.
Okay, and so we have the fuses now, but we have one less alchemist fire.
Yeah, and you can decide how long the fuse goes, obviously.
Okay, so that's a good question. And how long do we want that to be? Do we need a few minutes and we mad dash, or are we having this going for a while?
Maybe for a little while, because if we enter undetected, they will think that we were near them at the moment.
Also, I think we're gonna want somebody to like stealthily place it, since we have to actually put it like in the camp.
Isn't Neg the one with the stealth?
Yes, he is.
I think Knock Knock also, because he.
Yeah, he'd probably be good with stealth. We could have him do that and meet us.
Yes.
Alright, that sounds like a plan.
Actually, Gunther has the same stealth as Neg.
All right, so which
Yeah, but do I have
so
the
you
same dice?
are you guys are going after the camp that Knock Knock says has the secret passage, correct?
Yes.
So that is the east camp. So are you guys trying to sneak up to the east camp or another camp?
Yeah, I think the East camp, unless you guys wanted to start the fire at a different camp, but I don't think that'll be as helpful as starting it in the actual camp.
I mean, yeah, either way, we don't know what dangers will be on the south side or in the east camp. So I'll go with what you guys want to do.
Actually, before we go, could we like since we're over the hill, are we able to? I mean, I guess we'll roll a check. I don't know if it's perception or not, but could you look at like there's any like bigger tent, any like captain's tent?
Yeah. As you get closer, you do notice that each of these encampments does have what appears to be a tent with better furnishings, like a double sized tent. On the outside of the tent, there is like a barbecue and stuff. So you assume that those are the chief the head bandit camps. The other tents
And
are
are
very
those-
plain.
And are those placed like in the dead center or like more toward the side or?
They're in various places, but they're more towards the center.
Okay. Okay, so who wants to? Who should? So we're having Knock Knock place the alchemist by, right?
Yes.
Are you having him place it inside the encampment that has the secret door?
We should not, I think.
Or which encampment are you having him place his fire?
So we try to put it in the west so that way it's further up from us.
Well, if we place it in the west camp, I know the west camp's going to deal with it, but I don't know if the east camp's going to go over.
So Knock Knock takes your alchemist fire with the fuses, and he asks you, where you want me to put these?
I think we should put it in like in at least the corner of the east camp, or else we're going to try setting up multiple fires. But if we do multiple fires, we're going to have to set up. Here, what if we put a delayed charge in like I don't know the west camp, and then I use like 3 of those in the west camp for a delayed fire, and then I use 1 alchemist fire to burn up the east camp that we're going to.
All right, so Knock Knock sneaks on over to the west camp. I have to roll his stealth.
Yay.
That's a pretty good stealth. So Knock 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 disappears for a while, and then you guys wait like maybe half an hour, and the sun at this point is completely set. And Knock Knock comes back and it says, "All done, boss.
Good job, Knock Knock.
Lots of bandits, lots of them."
Are you sure you got it noticed?
Yeah, they don't notice Knock Knock. Little goblin blends in with the forest.
Actually, with the colors. Okay, and did you guys? So I guess we wait for the fuse to go, then we start sneaking in. Is that what you guys wanted to do?
I mean, we could sneak in without the fuse.
Oh, you want Knock Knock to light the fuse? You didn't say so.
Oh, Jesus.
So he disappears again for another stealth check. But he also does pretty well.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
he comes back half an hour later. Fuse is lit, boss.
Okay, so we should be ready on the go.
Half an hour later, how long is this fuse set?
Yeah, how long did you set the fuse?
I probably would have set it for. I guess I would have done it for about half an hour since he's doing it at the West Camp, so for enough time to come back, run back, so that we could all sneak
All right,
in together.
so since you set it for half an hour, you notice that there's a lot of commotion. You see a big fire kind of light up on the west on the opposite camp, and you guys can see there's a lot of commotion going on there. But Knock Knock hasn't returned.
I mean, I feel like he could easily escape. It's knock knock.
I mean, he did well the first time.
Yeah.
Problem
So
is,
I'll be
was-
leaving
wasn't-
him.
Why did he? I thought he was back already.
Well, you said it for half an hour, so he's not back yet.
Why would we have set it for half an hour if it was going to be longer for him to get back? Like, I'm just trying to figure out where our distance is compared to his.
Yeah, I thought it was about half an hour away.
You guys are like a good mile away from this holding camp. You're in a safe area where you don't think any bandits will be around. The minute you start getting closer, you realize you might be dealing with bandits and patrols and whatnot.
Okay, but the point that I'm getting at is that I 100% would have. Apparently, my mic was on mute, mind you. I would have I would have obviously have spoken up and said, if it's going to take us X amount of time to get to the camp, set the fuse for this amount of time. You know what I mean? So if it's 30 minutes for him to get back here, and it's going to take us, let's just say, I don't know, 30 minutes to do a mile stealthily, we would have set it for about an hour. Or 40 minutes, 45 minutes rather. That way, 15 minutes to put that shit out. I don't know how long it would burn for or where it's burning, but I think we also would have, our characters would have told him, hey, set it up in a spot where it could do the most damage.
Oh, he definitely is
mean?
going to do that. You don't have to tell him that.
Well, apparently
Yeah.
we have to tell him to light it, John.
No.
I mean, like, I thought that would have went. So, I mean, the stealth I'm not worried about. We'll take the rolls for what it is. I don't mind that. I'm just saying, I think we would have already, the intent for us to do this was so that way we're outside of the camp but next to it, and we can actually just, oh shit, there's a fire, and everyone starts going that way, and then we walk in type of thing.
Well, right now the fire has just started, so you guys can go. Guys can go up to the east camp if you want.
Okay, I guess. I mean,
Go stealthily.
yeah.
So, with you guys roll stealth, we got to figure out what armor is everybody wearing. Because
I'm wearing,
some armor will give you stealth penalties.
Cool. So I have a breastplate. So I already checked. I got that specifically because it didn't have a stealth penalty. So I'm good.
Yeah, the breastplate is good because you have the strength requirement. Jathal might not be so good at stealth. Let me see the penalty of her of a plate mail. No, actually, she's okay to roll regular stealth.
I have leather armor, sir, so I have no problem with that.
Okay.
We're
Gunthar,
all
you're wearing chainmail. Chainmail has the noisy trait. So you will incur a stealth penalty equal to the penalty of the armor itself. Let me check what it is.
Yeah, I get that's the game rule, but that's kind of bullshit. Have you ever heard actual chainmail? It's pretty quiet. Anyway,
Yeah, it is kind of quiet. It's not like it jingle jangles.
You get a -2 check penalty.
Is there a way we can make it so he doesn't have that penalty, that negative penalty?
Unless he wants to
I don't
take
know.
off his armor.
No, not in that sense, but couldn't we, I don't know, make it more padded or something like that so that the jingles don't?
I'm pretty sure they probably have some sort of item in the game that does stuff like that. You have to look it up.
But not at our level, probably, right?
I don't know.
What if she?
Maybe
What if she
not.
does something? What if she takes some foliage and applies it to us? So it has two things coming for it: concealment to help us blend in, as well as, well, it doesn't matter. We all failed, and critical failures. So.
Well, you got more than one person who did a massive fail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gunthar actually is all right, even with his -2. It is Jathal and Talos. As you guys are sneaking, you guys alert a patrol. There are 3 bandits. They have not seen you yet, but as you are sneaking over to the eastern camp, you notice that there is some movement in the woods. You guys are still going through dense forest. That's why you remain unseen. You're unseen, but you're not unnoticed at this point. You're just hidden from them. As you guys are trying to move around, they start coming after you. You see torches coming at you, and you see bandits. I heard something. And there's 3 figures coming at you. But you're
I
not...
am going to make sure that we're all wearing a Stag Lord amulet.
Okay, everybody's wearing a Stag Lord amulet, obviously. What do you want to do as these figures come at you?
I want everyone to get into a good position, and I would like to try, since I'm trained in intimidation and I have the group coercion feat, I can coerce multiple targets simultaneously.
Sure,
Okay?
sure, that makes sense.
So I put that there. So I compare my intimidation check to the result to the will DCs of up to 5 targets instead of 1.
Okay, so you're going to come out and do an intimidation check on them?
I'm gonna walk out with Gunthar next to me and say, "What are you guys doing here?"
So they come up to you. So that's more of a... Well, you're trying to pretend to be bandits? Is that the idea?
No, I want them to see the Stag Lord amulet on me, but I want to intimidate them.
So in that case, you'd have to first convince them that you are bandits. So you first have to deceive them and convince them. So they stop, and as you guys walk out of the forest, they notice you. They have their weapons drawn, and they look at you, and they kind of squint their eyes. So they're not really sure what you're about. They do see your Stag Lord ambulance, but they don't know you. So they stop in their tracks, and they look at you. What do you say to them?
I said, "What are you guys doing stopping us? Continue with your patrols. We're just getting back."
Wait a minute. Who are you?
We were at the fort.
Okay.
We were part of the group that attacked there.
Okay, so first thing is you got to deceive them. We need you to do a deception to convince them.
Since we have the amulets on, do I get any bonuses for that?
No, the amulets is the only reason you can roll this check.
Okay, sure. All right, let me know when I can roll it.
Go ahead. Ooh. Is that your deception modifier?
No, it's a +9. So, yeah.
Why does it say +1?
Because I hit crafting.
Oh, okay. With a +9 on top of 14, that's a success. They're a little bit stunned. They don't recognize you. You certainly don't look like bandits. But the fact that you had the Stag Lord amulet on and you're kind of talking with enough confidence that it makes them... They're like, yeah, well, we weren't expecting anybody in the woods. The Stag Lord has us scouting this place.
Yeah, I know.
So the bandit, you're able to convince the bandit that you are possibly bandits yourselves. So the bandit starts speaking some code to you to see if you are truly a bandit. Because if you are a bandit, you would understand their bandit code phrase. So one of the bandits steps out, and he says, "And who is the saint that blesses the Stag Lord?" And he folds his arms to see if you know their code phrase.
Okay.
Is there any...
I
What's
think
up?
it's out of character, but do you think it might be his dad's name?
You don't know.
I mean, is it a saint, a woman, or man? That's the problem. Too.
All you know is how he challenged you. Now, if you don't want to answer his question, you want to try to say something else instead. You can try that. I will raise the DC for that. Obviously,
Well,
I don't think there's a reason why you would know. I don't think you guys have not tortured enough bandits to find out the passphrase.
What I was going to say is, John,
Yeah.
with a fire going on already,
Yeah.
okay, So I know you're talking about raising the DC, but hear me out on this. There's a fire going on. I would like to go and use intimidation and say we are under attack. They are doing a counterattack, and it is basically I'd be verbalizing this in a more bandity tune, right? I'm not gonna because I'd say it's imperative. I don't think a bandit would speak like that. But basically, what I want to say is it's imperative that we get back and warn the other camps. And I need you to go to the other camps because there's going to be an attack from who is the queen, Lady Jamundi rather. Lady Jamundi has sent her forces here to take the fight to our leader, and we need to be warned. It's not just a group of ragtag would-be adventurers, and there's going to be more bombings going off. They apparently have like a group of rogues with them.
I think that's a very plausible, but that's also a deception. I've set a DC.
Okay.
That's a very plausible thing to say to try to get out of this, not knowing the code phrase. Ooh, 23. He says, wait a minute, something's not right. Answer the code phrase. Who is
His dad's name is Yao.
Oh, no, his dad's name is actually Nurga. Nurga is his dad's name.
I want to roll an intimidation and say, we will kill you where you stand right now if you do not obey us in this. We are going to be attacked by a lot of people, and I will not be responsible answering the Stag Lord why we lost this fight.
Okay,
do you want to be responsible?
You can attempt the intimidation. The DC has climbed a little bit more. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to use a hero point.
Yes. No. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. The DC was 28. I don't, yeah, it's just I said it wrong. The DC was 28 because it started at 20, then it went up to 24, and then now it's 28. But 28 is exactly what you needed to nail this. So you just with your imposing imposing command, and these guys' fear of the Stag Lord and the possibility that you might actually be, other bandits working for the Stag Lord. He said he kind of looks at you, and you see a little bit of panic stricken on his face, knowing what the Stag Lord would do if he disobeys his command. And then they're like, "All right," and they turn around and they run towards the other camp. You guys got rid of them.
All right. If I wanted to tell him one thing before you left, would that be another roll?
No. What do you want to tell him? I mean, obviously he's he's still not convinced you're a bandit, but he's not sure, and he's scared. So that's where he's at.
Yeah. I what's the camp that's furthest from us?
The West Camp. That's where you had Knock Knock set off those fused bombs.
Okay, I basically want to tell him that Lady Jamandi's forces are going to come and attack that camp in full force.
He nods to you. He says, I'll let him know.
All right.
All right. That's pretty successful diversion. So those three run off, and you guys now can sneak to the eastern camp unimpeded. So as you get to the edge of the eastern camp, you see that the bandits have pitched a meager but comfortable encampment that's not far from the main forest path. Though it's it's just close enough to the castle where you can see the castle, and probably if something big were to happen inside the camp, the castle can see you. There's some small game that's roasting over a smoldering fire. There were a couple of bandits huddled there, you saw, but it looks like they vacated the camp. Half of them have vacated the camp. There's only a handful of bandits left, and they're all outside of their tents, weapons drawn, on high alert. There's about 10 of them.
And Knock Knock said that it was in the main captain's tent underneath.
Yeah. I'm not going to put in the enemy tokens unless you guys engage in combat because it will slow down the combat tracker. But you guys notice there's about 10 bandits and they're kind of patrolling around. They're keeping on high alert. They're looking at the forest. They're looking at the path leading to the forest. So everything is being closely monitored. Obviously, because something's going on the other side of the camp.
And we probably have half an hour, like, knock to for them to come back. So, they already see us, right?
No, they don't see you. You guys snuck up because the three that were on patrol, you were able to kind of talk your way past them.
Can you ping where they're at?
Who's that?
Like what we see? You said there's bandits at the camp, or are we in the camp now?
Well, you got your I put your tokens in the camp.
Yeah.
I did not put the enemy tokens in just because it's gonna clutter the combat tracker unless you guys engage with the so there's enemies, they're all in the center here. There's 2 of them kind of walking around the perimeter just to keep a perimeter check. You guys are in the bushes, keeping yourself hidden. There's a big tree in the middle of the camp, and this appears to be the main kind of camp master's tent. Hold on, let me I have to award experience for getting past that patrol.
Should we go, like, try to hit this way and then wait for the patrol to move away so that we can then go this way?
Well, is it quiet or loud where we're at?
It's very loud because the bandits have been startled. They were kind of, going about their business, and now they're aware that something's going on in the other camp. They're on high alert. Half of them, there were probably a lot more, maybe 20 or 30 bandits here, but half of them have gone over to the other camp to help put out a fire. So you guys have really thinned the numbers, but still there's a lot of bandits to deal with. You see that there's a whole bunch of bandits just kind of milling about in the center around the tree. They're on high alert, and then there's 2 of them patrolling around the perimeter.
Well, do we have any more alchemist fire?
I gave knock 3, I said, so I could make make one on the spot.
Okay.
It takes 6 seconds. So as long as I have 6 seconds, I can make one more.
All right. Well, if you make,
but you got to throw it within a minute or something, or 10 minutes or something, because for the infusion.
For those ones, since it's infusion, I have to throw it within like that turn. So this one needs to be like an immediate one.
Okay. Well, my question is, how far can you throw it?
I think the range is 20 feet.
Okay. What if we burn the bush that we're at? That way they all go basically here, and we go here and move to the camp or into the tent and sneak in. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, John, if we wanted to go straight to the camp, we'd have to do another stealth, or are we able to walk around?
You can walk around, but the patrols might catch you. And if you want to get near the tent, you don't know what's inside the tent. You don't know if
for sure. So option A is just start attacking. Option B is to start sneaking. And option C, well, I'd say 4 action. Option C was do another small diversion.
You guys have, you guys have fought the bandits before. You can take the bandits, but 10 of them is going to be tough.
Here, John, if we were to do like the alchemist fire, would that be like using the creative diversion skill thing in deception?
It would be could use a diversion. That's a deception thievery. Oh, sorry, it's a deception check. A knock is probably a little bit better than that, but one of you might be good at creating this diversion.
So if I make that alchemist fire, do you think you could throw it, Ermin, and be the one who creates the diversion?
Sure. Or we could try and just talk our way into it again.
Yeah, Knock Knock is because you guys have not leveled him up, he's still level 1. He's +5 on deception.
Talos, what are you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm in charge of that. I didn't realize that.
You said you wanted to be.
I'll be honest, I forgot. My bad.
The game does not give me anything more than a level 1 NPCs. So if you want them to be your level, you got to level them up yourself. Knock Knock is rolling a +5 on deception if you want him to try to create the diversion.
Well, I have a +9.
Yeah, naturally you're gonna be better because you're level 3.
Do we want to use a diversion? Do we want to attack? Do we want to go in silently? Do we want to try and talk our way in? I'd like to hear thoughts from you guys.
Okay, I would probably not be. I mean, I have a +5 in diplomacy, but that's it. So my talking away, it won't help.
But I would not like.
I don't want to try to attack because it's like 10, and we are going to fight the Stag Lord.
Right, so Talos and Gunthar, you guys are opposed to attacking in this case, correct?
Yeah, would be better.
We should at least try to talk to them or do the diversion first.
All right. Do we have me throw the flask and try and sneak by? B, try and go and with the amulets again and say, hey. Like I can try and talk to the leader and see. Hopefully he's in his tent, and we can just go in. What do you guys think?
Well, we can always say that we're messengers from the west side.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. But if I throw a flask immediately, people are gonna start running to where I threw it.
Just to point out, you guys don't look like the bandits. So if you want to convince them that you are bandits, it's going to be tough.
Well, what do the bandits look like?
Well, the bandits are all dressed in kind of leather armor, raggedy-looking leather armor. All of them are human. There's no
I'm human.
Yeah, no, you are, but Scarlet isn't, and neither's Knock Knock. And Jathal, she stands out anywhere she goes. So you guys don't necessarily look like the bandits. You haven't tried to put on disguise to look like the bandits. That's why the DCs to convince them that you're bandits are going to be tough. That's why it was so tough before when you're trying to talk to those 3 guys.
Ooh, I just thought of something. I have
the fact that
mask.
the fact that you don't have Scarlet and Knock Knock come out was the reason you're allowed to make that roll. If you have Scarlet and Knock Knock come out, the DC is going to be even harder because the bandits know that there's no Lishi and Goblin among their ranks.
Yeah.
I have a rubber mask, which is sculpted to resemble the face of another creature.
Sure.
You can use this mask to help decrease the difficulty of impersonating a specific creature with a very different face than you.
That's extremely helpful. That would absolutely be helpful if you're trying to deceive these bandits. You see that there are 2 bandits. There's 2 of them right in the center of the little courtyard that they have, and they're arguing with each other, but you can't hear what they're saying. One of them screams out, "You know what? I don't care what I don't care what Dovin thinks. I don't care what Dovin says." He says, "I'm not going to listen to that has-been, okay? Everybody knows Akiros is the second to the Stag Lord now." He's like, "I don't care. Why you still have loyalty to Dovin makes no sense to me." And the other bandit says, he kind of like retorts to that guy, and he says, Akiros's days are done for. He's betrayed the Stag Lord for the last time. His head will be on a pike. You know what the Stag Lord does to anyone who betrays him. He says, it'd be folly to keep following Akiros at this point. And there's these 2 bandits, they're just kind of like arguing with each other. Other bandits are kind of paying attention to them, so they're not paying as much attention to the surrounding area. But there's still 2 bandits on patrol.
Okay.
So
Welcome back,
you guys
Nick.
are kind of eavesdropping, and you hear a little bit of conversation, banter going on between the
Hello.
bandits. Oh, Nick, you're here.
Yeah, I finally was able
Oh,
to get here.
really could have used you earlier, but
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I got stuck in a tunnel. The tunnel that leads out to our ferries. So yeah.
no problem. Since you're just joining, you're not in the game yet, are you?
I'm just about getting into the game. I'm just launching it
Okay.
right now. I had to check for updates.
So I'll catch you up
Hey,
on.
John,
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
refresh us or like do a rest because it says that that's why. Never mind. I'm good. I fixed my
I did
character sheet.
I did
Yeah.
give you guys a full rest last game.
Yeah. No, I fixed what I was looking at.
No, you guys are coming in at full strength, of course.
Okay.
So I'll give you a little
I just-
refresher on what's been going on. So
Okay.
the party has got to the bandit fortress, and what they notice is that the fortress is a castle. The castle is surrounded by 3 separate bandit camps. The camps are heavily populated. This looks like a veritable army that the Stag Lord has raised. He has pretty much conjoined and subjugated all the bandits in the Stolen Lands to be under his banner. So he's raised pretty much a country on his own. And it's pretty clear that the castle is ancient, and the Stag Lord has just commandeered it. He obviously did not build it himself. The statue itself is in disrepair, but has very high ramparts, very difficult to scale. There are 3 separate bandit camps, one to the north, one to the west, and one to the east. Knock Knock tells you that he was captured by these bandits a while ago, and he knows a secret passage out of the castle, underneath the castle, and the tunnel leads to the chief's hut on the eastern camp. So the party decided that it's going to create a diversion. They set off timed alchemist fires on the western camp. So now that they think that there's a big fire, a lot of the bandits have kind of gone over to the western camp to put out the fire. You guys snuck to the eastern camp where the secret tunnel is. The eastern camp is only half the bandits are present. There's about 10 bandits. You guys are on the edge of the camp. You just snuck up to the camp. The camp itself is there's about 15 tents. There's one main tent that you assume is the leader's tent. And there's 2 bandits arguing right in the center of the courtyard. Most of the other bandits are paying attention to the 2 bandits arguing, and there's 2 bandits on patrol around the camp. So that's where you guys are at.
Okay. So we're just outside the camp.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so you guys, your goal, what you decide to do is that you're going to take Knock Knock's advice, and you're going to sneak into the chief's hut and take the secret tunnel that leads you directly into the rampart, into the Stag Lord's castle.
Okay. Good. Well, that's what I would have decided to if I was all by
Your
myself,
familiar would have
so-
come in real handy earlier to fly around and scout.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I haven't been using my familiar for a while now. We haven't really need to. You're right. Yes, right. Although my familiar hasn't been leveling. I don't know if they're supposed to level, but their perception isn't really that great anymore.
Their perception, I believe, might be your perception, because there's rules for the familiar stats. Familiars don't really have ability scores, but they do have skill stats, and I think those skill stats, they're supposed to represent your skill stats.
Oh, are they? I thought they were. Okay. Then it's a bit better.
Some
Okay,
familiars have a little boost to one skill or another, but in general, they're supposed to reflect yours. That's how they level with you.
Okay.
And their hit points also goes up with yours.
Okay. I'm just getting in. You should probably go on, because I've been having real big internet problems with my ISP.
No worries.
So
no worries. We'll keep pace. I'll make sure that if you absolutely have to be there, I'll wait for you.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting texted too. because I just got it.
right,
I
so
gotta
am
run
I-
downstairs. Yeah. Yep.
Am I throwing the fire, or am I gonna try and talk our way into it? What do you guys want to do?
Well, with that back thing, I know you have that, but I don't. Would that even help if we still have like our group with us? Because you said they know you don't have like a Leshy or someone like Jahira, and I don't think they have a halfling either.
Probably not. Alright, so I guess the best course of action, and also to move things along, would be to throw the... what is it called?
Alchemist fire?
Alchemist fire.
Yeah, throw the alchemist fire, and have you guys and myself try and get to the rear of the camp, the tent. Also, John,
Yeah.
wouldn't it have made more sense if we snuck around the camp to come in from the side of where the tent was?
You can do that, sure.
We can do it, Dad.
Alright, well, let's do that then.
So
Okay.
as you guys kind of sneak off into the bushes, you hear that the two arguing bandits, now they have come to fisticuffs. They are beating on each other with the other bandits cheering them on. They're definitely distracted. You guys came at the right time. These bandits are... so these two bandits are arguing about who should be the main lieutenant. And one, there's one...
John,
yeah.
I got to run downstairs, John, for about 5 minutes. So I will with what we're doing right now, I'm definitely going to be following the party.
Yeah, of course.
Me and my family.
No,
Okay, so
I figured you're going to go in and assault the camp alone.
Go for it, man. I'll move my character in there. And also, I'm getting nowhere with connecting too. It's like I see a square with my name, and that's it. And the main tabletop for Fantasy Ground, but I don't see anything other than that. It's like taking ever for me to get in. So, anyway, so by the time I'm back, hopefully I'll be in.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys sneak off into the bushes and you come in on the other side. At this point, there is some sort of there's a big fight breaking out in the middle of the bandit camp. The majority of the bandits are occupied by the fight, but not the ones on the patrol in the perimeter. Those guys are keeping to their duties. So you still got to get past them if you want to get to the tent.
Right? Where are they on the map currently? There's one to the left and one to the right. So there's one in this area over here, and there's one over here, and they are constantly keeping their eyes and ears open. They both have lanterns, and they're armed, and they are kind of looking around, keeping watch. So the minute you leave the bushes, you're gonna have to try to evade them.
Did you want to try just walking out with Gunther again, and wearing that bag hat you have, and kind of distract them where they have to go somewhere else? Like tell them we need you in X area, in a different area.
Well, that's an option. How far are we from the tent?
You're within like running distance to the tent.
So give me a feet, approximate.
Let's say like 60 feet.
Can I just can I go up to the bush near where, like 20 feet from the bush, and just throw the fire on the bush and then run back to where they are? Basically like clover around?
Yeah, sure, you can do that. You got to create a diversion.
Alright, so I go over there. I roll a deception, correct?
Yep.
I mean, it's going to go off anyway. As soon as I throw it, I'm going to...
Create a diversion is sort of, think of it this way. You're trying to throw it without being noticed yourself. So if you fail this check, You throw it, and it creates diversion, but they realize somebody threw it, and they're going to be coming after you too. So that's the what the check is about.
Sure, but he's not looking outside the camp, is he? Or is he looking
No,
inside?
there is a sentry outside the camp, and they're keeping their eyes and ears open to the everywhere.
Okay, hold on. So that's included with the patrol, or is it separate to the patrol?
No, it is the patrol.
Okay, so 60 feet out where our tokens are, there is a patrol on our side.
No, the
within...
patrol is over here.
Okay, but we're not where we are essentially.
Yeah. You're at the edge of the map, but I don't have any more maps, so you're there.
Yeah. But my thing is this: if I throw it, right, it's gonna go off. They're gonna look to that direction that I'm in, anyways. I would have to escape the area without getting spotted.
Yeah, that's what creative
Correct?
diversion is about. That's what the role is for.
Okay. And what were those names?
There were two names that you heard. One name is Dovin. The second name is Akiros. These names were mentioned when these two guys were fighting. They each had loyalty to one and the other, and they were arguing about who deserves to be the Stag Lord's second in command.
And who was the one that I heard said betrayed the Stag Lord?
That was Akiros. Akiros is a present second lieutenant to the Stag Lord, but one guy said he has betrayed the Stag Lord too many times and he's going to be killed. The other guy named Dovin, he is the previous lieutenant to the Stag Lord, but has fallen out of favor and now is more like somebody who's pushed to the side.
Okay. All right. So I have an idea of what I can do. If I don't do too well on this, if I wanted to yell out something like, death to the traitor Akiros, to really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That would be a very contextual thing to yell out.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm gonna throw it.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's crafting again.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What? That's not your bonus. What is your
I keep
bonus?
hitting-
What is your bonus for deception?
A 9.
9 plus 8.
So 17.
A 17 is a success. So when you throw it, and the alchemist's fire explodes in the bush, and the bush catches fire, the patrol notices the fire, but does not notice you. So you're in the clear, and he screams out, "Fire!" When he does this, obviously the two guys that were fighting, they keep fighting. They're just so impassioned. But there's a bunch of other guards, like 4 or 5 other guards, kind of break off watching these two fight, and they start moving over to that bush. And then they're like, keep your eyes up. Whatever happened in the West Camp might be happening here. And then one of the patrol guards says, "On alert!" And all the patrols, all the other guards, except for the two fighting, they just keep fighting. All the other guards take up arms, turn around, and they get very vigilant. So your diversion worked. There's about 5 of them that go over to the bush to kind of check out the fire and to find out if there's anyone that they can spot, but they have missed you. You snuck, you created a diversion and you left, so they don't know where you are. So at this point, your level of stealth changes. You guys are no longer unnoticed. You are hidden, so they don't know your position, but they know you're somewhere in the vicinity.
Now, can we get to the tent at this point, since most of them went that way and are looking that direction anyway?
You still have to roll. You still have to try to sneak up to the tent without being seen. You can run to the tent, but you're probably going to get spotted.
Now, so hold on. Does my stealth DC change from? Is it harder now that it's not unnoticed?
It depends on the situation.
Like in this case, would the DC be better or worse? Because I wouldn't have wanted it to be worse. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what the DC is, but but obviously, if you succeed in the check, obviously, generally it makes the situation better than worse.
Okay.
However, that's relative to the context.
Of course. I hear you.
So the bandits, they know you're in the vicinity, but they're not looking for you where you guys are right now. But they are going to start branching out and looking for you soon, unless you leave. They're gonna sweep the area at this point. You see the bandits are now they're kind of moving along. They're looking around. They're no longer just sitting there paying attention to the fight. They know that they're all on alert, and they know that there's somebody in the area, but they don't know where you are.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. Okay, I have an idea. I pull out some rope, okay? And I want to have it basically where I'm gonna say, all right guys, change of plans. We're gonna go and we're gonna walk to the tent. Half of the 10 that are here are at that bush and are searching over here. However, I'm gonna put some of the rope around your wrists. I'm not gonna tie it at all. I'm gonna basically I'm gonna tie it, but you should be able to just move your arms and it'll fall off. Just keep it in front of you, okay? Gunther, you're gonna be standing with me. I'm gonna have this rubber mask on, and we're gonna just walk right to the tent and go in. And Neg, Scarlet, and Jathal, I'm assuming Talos wouldn't need to be like this, or would he stand out as not a bandit?
He can, if you want to try to disguise him, there's a check you can make for that. If anybody has a disguise,
he would stand out.
You know what? Knock Knock comes up and he has a disguise kit because he's a rogue.
Well, the reason I'm asking is I'm not binding them. I'm not restraining them. I'm just putting rope over their arms to make it look at like a quick glance. You know what I mean? That they're tied up. You know what I mean? The intent here is that we walk in, and if someone stops us, I say, hey, we're one of the patrols, and we're from the other camp. We came here, you know, to bring news that we're going to be attacked. It looks like we are, and we found this group hiding around. You know what I'm saying?
So after you make like it's falsely making them look like prisoners. So
yes.
So after you do that, you're still but are you doing that and just making yourself seen, or are you doing that and still trying to sneak?
Well, if we get caught sneaking, there's going to be a problem.
Okay, before we do that, I would suggest using survival, just to get ourselves, like the ones following you, look dirty and like we were in a fight with you or something like that.
That's a deception check because that's disguise self. That is the disguise self action. So if you're good at deception,
What if I just go and punch them in the face, or have Gunther punch them? Like if we just punch each other. Like seriously.
That you can do that. I will let you do that without rolling a check, but people are going to take damage for a punch if you want to do that.
Well, how much is a punch? How much is a punch? Like what would that do?
It's a D4 damage plus your strength modifier.
You see that Scarlet backs away when you said,
yeah, if you guys are willing to punch each other to make yourselves look beat up, yeah, sure.
Listen, I have a 0 modifier. I have a 0 modifier. Let me smack you guys, okay? And make it look somewhat believable. I think this would make some sense.
You might kill me if you crit, but anyways.
It's a D4, my man.
Yeah, I haven't got a lot of hit points, you know.
You have more than 4.
Yeah, I have more than 4. I'm hit point deficit though. Why is my map jumping around?
If I do that, look, there's 4. Everyone just take 4 damage and we'll call it.
Well, that's a max.
Okay. You want me to roll individually?
Well, you already rolled. You can't roll it again.
Well, I can say that one for Neg.
Neg, I have a elixir of life on me. I didn't have to make this one out. You could just, I'll give that to you.
I can take 4. That's okay. But I mean, I was just wondering if our benign dungeon master would let us take the average of a D4, which is only 2.5, so 2 or 3.
That's John's call.
Why would that apply?
Just because he's doing an average hit for everyone. Wasn't that D4 just for everybody? Like you're just using 1 damage?
If he allows it.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's why I was saying maybe make it the average of a D4.
All right.
Because
So who's getting hit?
What? Well, where is the tent we're going in? Isn't it the tent right where we're standing at right now?
Yeah,
You
but
guys
we're
are
60
actually
feet
like
away.
yeah, you're 60
Hold
feet
on.
away, and
Did
you still
see
have
that
to
video?
make what?
Did you see that video of the guy at the barbecue where the kids are fighting and he won't give a toy back, so the guy slaps the kid and then someone says hey, and he slaps him, and then everyone starts coming up and he slaps everybody, and the police show up and he slaps like 8 of them, and then he slaps a cat out of a tree. It's like one of the, I'll put it in the Discord, it's funny as shit. But basically what
my God.
Araman would do is just go around
All
and just slap,
All right,
slap,
so
slap.
so because you guys are kind of roughed up and you have like some bruises and stuff on you, you don't have to make a disguise roll. You guys pretend to be tied up in rope. Obviously, it's not tight, so you can get out of it. And except for Araman and Gunthar, the rest of you are pretending to be prisoners. So, do you guys want to just walk out and let yourselves be known as you are, or are you still trying to sneak?
I think
Probably still sneak.
if we snuck, it might cause a problem, is what I'm saying. It
Yeah,
might,
if we get caught sneaking, they're gonna automatically assume we're lying.
exactly.
Why don't you just walk us all up to the side of the tent and then I'll
That's what I'm
sneak into the
saying.
tent. Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
yeah, just stick with us. Don't walk off. It's basically Gunthar and I.
Okay, so
You guys in the middle.
okay, so I'll put you guys over here. So as you walk up, you're obviously the bandits are on high alert, and you're immediately noticed. And the bandits, obviously they all come to you, except for like 2 of them who are still putting out that fire in the bush.
Whoa! I thought there was like 5 that were down there.
Yeah, but the minute you guys walk out, the bandits whistle because they notice somebody. So except for 2 that are putting out the bush, they all come up to you.
Okay.
So the bandits come up to you and they kind of see the strange sight. And the first thing this guy comes out and he looks like he's probably the leader of this group, of this little encampment, because he's the one who speaks out. And he looks at you and the first thing he says is, who is the prince? No, who is the saint of the Stag Lord?
I think our best chances, like if we're gonna say that, I think the best chance of saying is that, which was, I think you said Neanderthal? No, that's not right.
You guys know this password?
No, they don't.
No, I don't.
They don't.
Oh.
You never
Wait,
never were able to find out the password.
Wait, John, is this guy's name correct though? Is that right? Did I get that right?
Who?
The Stag Lord's father. What is his name?
His
again?
name was Nurga. You guys know that because you guys went to the Stag Lord's home.
I think that's our best bet if we're gonna guess it.
I think guessing it, if once it goes wrong, it's gonna go wrong. Yeah, it's gonna turn into immediate combat. So
Why don't you
you're
make a deception roll as to why you just suddenly forgot it?
Well,
Would that work?
so you guys are kind of caught off guards, and then knock pokes you. He pretends to be tied up, but he pokes you. He's like knock nose.
Oh.
look at him.
And then knock looks at you, and then the bandits are all looking at you like, why are you talking to the prisoner? And knock's trying to, he's trying to tell you, but he doesn't want the bandits to see that he's telling you.
I turn around and I grab him by the throat and I pull him close to my face so that no one can hear us. And I say, "Tell me now or you die." And I say that through gritted teeth.
Fortitude saving throw. Knock's bad breath.
Awesome. I'm glad I'm in the back.
Knock's breath is so foul. Whatever beef jerky he was, it was probably made from dead meat that's been dead for months or for weeks or something like that. It's just awful. But you weather it. Knock says, by the bloody bones of Saint Gilmorg. He's able to whisper to you because you're so close to him that the bandits don't see he's talking to you. And Knock Knock's very stealthy like that, so he whispers that to your ear.
I basically say, if you speak again, or if you touch me again, I'll kill you where you stand, Goblin.
No, don't hit Knock Knock, no.
And then I look at them and I repeat what he says.
So he said the bloody bones of Saint Gilmore, and you repeat that. So the bandits ease up a little bit when you say this. And so the bandits look at you. He says, "I don't think we've had the pleasure. My name is Nori Dripper. You were which encampment are you from? I've never seen the likes of you before."
And then, man,
Do we know any
Nori
other
Dripper.
encampments?
Well, John, are the encampments the other tents?
Not only are they the encampments are not only the other camps around the Stag Lord fortress, but as you know, their Stag Lord has satellite bandit camps all across the Stolen Lands. That's what you sent.
Falgrim. Falgrim was the buddy of Talon's
Falgrim.
cousin. Correct?
Yeah,
Yes, Falgrim.
And Falgrim used to work for who?
Keston.
Iron rates.
He worked for Kester, but they were for Lady Jamandi, correct?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
they were mercenaries hired by Lady Jamandi, but Falgrim had abandoned his post, deserted, and joined the bandits. And that's your side quest, is to find Falgrim and either get him to repent or deal with him.
Or I'll turn around and say, no, we have
Wait,
not. What?
Before you continue, I put in a list of the
Yeah,
six
I saw that. That's where I got Falgrim from.
Okay. Perfect.
So basically, I wanna say no, we have not. This one here, I point to Gunthar, as I say he's one of Falgrim's mercenaries, and I've been working with him for quite some time. We follow Falgrim, so we follow the Stag Lord.
He says, "Oh, yeah," and then Nori looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, I've heard of your encampment." He says, "How goes it with fighting that troll?"
Troll.
Oh, we killed the troll, didn't we, in the cave?
You guys haven't fought a troll yet.
Oh, wait, I thought we fought that troll there. Must be something else. Okay.
Troll's dead.
I would just say, I have not been in with Falgrim for some weeks now. I would have no idea.
Says,
I was sent here.
and who do you got over there? And he points to the prisoners.
These ones were responsible for burning stuff, at least in this section. There's word that Lady Jamandi's forces are attacking the other camp.
Yeah, we heard. These are responsible. He points at your prisoners. These ones that you beat up and tied up over here.
There was more of us, but yes. Listen, I need to speak with you in private. There's stuff that, and I look at the rest of the bandits, not everyone can be privy to. Do you have some place that we can speak?
He looks at you and he nods and he kind of motions you over to his big tent.
And I say, so, if you, I say, I want to bring these here with you too. They've told me some interesting stuff as I tortured them.
He says, "All right," and he says,
You need to hear this.
So he calls over to another bandit. He says, "Cragger, come help me with this." So the two of them, he's not going to go completely alone in a tent with
Sure.
you. So there's two of them, and they go into the big tent. So they allow all of you to go into the big tent, and you can tell that the other bandits are standing right outside on high alert. If anything were to happen, they probably come into the tent. So you guys walk into the tent, and it's a very spacious tent. It's like maybe 20 foot by 20 foot. And you look around the tent, and you notice that first of all, the tent has very lavish furnishings, especially for a bandit. These appear to be stolen goods from nobles. There's a beautiful bed with like, one of those beds with that has drapery and curtains around it. There's a beautiful washing bowl. There's a bathtub inside the tent, and then also you notice that behind the bed, you notice that there is a big treasure box, obviously for the bandits' pilfered goods. As you walk into the tent, Knock Knock is staring at the bed. And he stares at you, and he keeps staring at the bed.
I get the gist.
Yeah. So you guys get inside, and then Nori kind of leans over to you. He's like, yeah, so what did you want to tell me?
We need... These individuals say that Lady Jamandi's force is coming in full, like with everything they have, and that there's rogue groups in the area set up to create diversions. There's going to be a large-scale conflict heading at the main gate soon, and we need to find a way to alert everyone and help stop this from happening.
So he looks around and he kind of he picks out somebody in the group, and he says, tell me everything you know. And he points at Talos. Talos is the most human looking out of everybody. So he points at Talos. So you tell me what you know. Tell me who you are first.
My name is Talos. I'm related to the bandits of Gress. They want... Jamandi wants me...
No, I thought you were a prisoner.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, my bad. I thought I was still talking as a prisoner. Okay. But, with your lady Jamandi, she wants revenge for what you guys did to Oleg's. She's irate that you would even attempt such a despicable attack.
Don't say more.
He's like, that was a good attack, wasn't it? Nah, made off with a killing on that one.
I smile and nod.
She shows you all these rings that he pilfered off a merchant that that they attacked when they attacked there. It's like, look at this one, it's peridot, worth a good amount of gold. It's like, you participated in that attack?
No. But I did pass it. Pass it, and I saw the smoke, and a lot of dead mercenaries. Was it mercenaries, John? That was part of Talos' cousin, or were they guardsmen?
They were mercenaries, but they were hired to guard Oleg's, but they were overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'll say I did see the smoke and corpses of dead mercenaries.
I love it when those bastard nobles get their throats cut.
Yeah, when they get what's coming to them.
Hey, Goblin, why are you looking over my bed? Knock Knock just freezes. He says, nah, I like to find blankets. He goes over and just kind of like, he goes over and just gives Knock Knock a shove. Don't look at my goods.
Filthy goblins. You can't trust them.
No, I don't know why these people would have goblins among them. They must be filth if they have a goblin among them.
Exactly my point. Listen, we implore you, can you please send troops to the other encampment at the main gate? I know it's thin here, but my buddy, my brother in arms here, I point to Gunthar, are more than able to pick up any slack that your fledglings can't.
He says, well, if there's really going to be that big of an attack, I guess the Stag Lord hasn't had time to send word over here. Yeah, I can send the rest of my troops. So, he says, but Krager stays with me. He's my bodyguard.
Of course.
So he says, excuse me for a second, and he leaves while Krager stays in a tent with you guys. And he goes outside. And it seems like that fist fight has once again resumed, and there's a lot of commotion outside. So he goes outside, and you can see he's trying to settle this fist fight that's going on between two bandits, and there's a lot of commotion outside. And even Krager kind of turns to the edge of the tent, opens the tent a little bit to see what's going on. So you guys got a perfect diversion. You remember, you guys are in this tent. You know that Knock Knock's been kind of motioning towards the bed. Also, there's a big treasure box right behind the bed.
Ooh,
We want the treasure.
I definitely want to look in that treasure box. Is there?
Always a big trap.
Well, here's
Yeah,
a question.
well, I can try and I would try and check for traps on it, but
Well, we would not the time to do that.
No.
Well, you decide. How greedy are you?
Yeah, no.
Very-
Can we knock
listen,
him out?
my thoughts would be we either wait till they leave and hope that that happens, or we just basically try and shove a dagger in this guy's throat and then bring him and then we go under the trap door and bring the body with us and basically pull the bed back over to make it look like it's like we just disappeared.
is there's still someone in the room with us? Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
bandit,
Oh, okay.
the bandit,
Okay.
the chief of these bandits here. He's not stupid enough to leave you guys alone in his hut. He barely knows you, so you left his bodyguard in the hut while he went outside himself to deal with a big fight going on.
I asked Krager, I said, what are they fighting about?
He says, "Well, you know about the succession problem we're having over here. There's three, the three lieutenants trying to become the next Stag Lord once he dies." He says, "Well, the succession's starting to get heated and everybody's taking sides." He's, "I don't know what camp you're on. Are you on Akiros or Dovan? I mean, don't tell me you're under Ox's camp. I mean, that guy that guy's a Neanderthal, but he can't rule us the way the Stag Lord does."
Of course he can't. But then again, no one can they?
No. One piercing look from the Stag Lord, and you're if you don't obey him, you're either stupid or crazy.
Yes, and I've heard it's more than just a bow that he can use to hurt you with.
Oh man, he's torn. You should see what he does to his prisoners. Tears them apart, limb from limb.
Have you met him?
I've only seen him in passing. I'm too low on the totem pole to ever talk to him directly. Though they say he barely talks at all. And when he does, it's like a demon's voice comes out.
Quite an imposing figure.
So,
All right, is this other guy doing his thing outside?
yeah, they're outside. He's outside trying to settle the fight. So what do you guys want to do?
I've got a suggestion. Why don't I cast a sleep spell on him?
You certainly could.
Yeah, and but if someone could get him near the bed, if he falls asleep, we could put him on the bed, and then it'll be he'll get in trouble for sleeping on the job, which would be
That's funny. Yeah, that'd be funny as fuck.
All
oh
right.
my god.
So you can roll against his will.
Against his will. Okay, so I just have to make a will save, right? Okay. Yeah, I see the save.
Let me set a DC for his will. There we go.
How come it? Okay.
It's a will save on his part. Let me roll his will save. He doesn't have a high will.
Is it?
Yeah, on his part.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have to target him.
I think he's gonna critically fail.
Oh, he did critically fail. My save is 19.
Yeah. So he
that's a
critically
big crit.
fails your sleep spell. He immediately just drops.
I catch him and then I put him on the bed.
You can see he is out cold.
He's unconscious for an hour?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I would say now's our chance to quickly go under the bed, or move the bed over just a little bit, and then go under, and then pull it back once we go through the door.
So
You don't want me to try that chest? Really?
How big is the chest, John?
Yeah.
the chest is pretty big. It's
Okay,
like
so
it's like as big as big enough to hold like a TV or something.
Will it fit in the trap
maybe I'll
door?
go with that.
Well, you guys have to move the bed to get to the trapdoor.
Yeah,
but
we
once
better
once
not.
Knock Knock sees that you're in a clear, he undoes his bounds, and he scampers underneath. He's like, come, and he scampers underneath the bed. He's like, it's over here.
We quickly do what he's doing to get into the trapdoor.
So you can see that when Knock Knock scampers underneath the bed, you see that he gets to an area where it appears that this the hut was built on top of what used to be some sort of structure, and there is actually stone floor beneath the bed. That's ancient and part of that structure. And he gets to the stone and he starts removing. He starts kind of removing boulders, those little bricks. And once he removes enough bricks, he reveals a steel trapdoor. He says, "You see, Knock Knock finds for you."
Before we
Open
go
it.
there, can we go into the treasure, open it, and put treasure around the guy that's sleeping?
Yeah, you can do that. So you open the treasure chest and it's filled to the brim with coin. Some gold, some silver. Just looking at it, you estimate there might be, like a 1,000 gold worth of gold in this treasure. Yeah.
Actually, don't put him on the bed. Keep the chest open and have him leaning into it with his hands in his head, like he's taking stuff. And that way, when someone walks in, they'll just see some dude, like, basically on his knees, but basically hands in, like kind of like he's taking shit out, and basically put it in his pockets and stuff like that. That's what we should do.
All right, so you
Are we gonna be able to come back here?
You move Krager over and just plop his body on top of the treasure chest with his hands dug into the gold. But
and
still,
coins around him.
it still don't explain why he's passed out and why you guys are missing. But it does.
Well, I mean,
Can I
more
take
like
80
so it
gold
looks like
from
he's...
there?
You can take as much as
Yeah.
you want, but you have to understand you can't take. The amount of time you spend trying to pocket
Yeah.
this gold is going to count against you.
We can come back here, right? I mean, we shouldn't have any problem coming back here later.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe.
And it might be gone. Maybe it's gone, but regardless, we'll figure it out. I think we should put some of it in his pockets, though, and basically find a way to prop it up just so that way, like I said, when you walk in from behind, you just see him. It doesn't necessarily look like he's unconscious from just looking. It just looks like he's on his knees putting shit in his pocket.
Yeah, it looks
You know what
looks
I mean?
like he's busy pilfering this treasure chest while you
Correct.
guys.
Correct.
But you guys are going to be disappeared by that
Correct.
time.
Okay, perfect. So before we do that, I'll take randomly gold coins from there and put it without noticing quickly in the...
Yeah, if you guys want to steal some coin as quickly as you can, you can roll a d100 and try to pocket some coin too if you
Okay,
want.
I'll do that.
Everybody
Okay.
can roll a d100. I'll add it together, and so that's how much
Alright.
coin you pocket in terms of gold.
Okay.
How do you roll 100 here?
There's that 100
It's the
sided
one on the
dice.
three right.
Whoa, 77, not bad. 53,
53.
6. Talos, you dropped half the coin, slip all out of your fingers.
Where is it?
Half. That
Okay.
means 12.
Well, it's the very right. The very right dice, that's a D100. So
The one with the zeros on it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
zeros will be beside the D4. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
roll.
Almost beat me, but
Good
you
roll.
didn't.
We're greedy. Sure.
And someone else has to roll too. Who's not?
Gunther.
Oh, Gunther. Gunther is you? Yeah.
And don't forget
Oh,
Knock
there's
Knock.
another good
Knock
one.
Knock's gonna take a handful of gold himself. Plus 75
Sure.
plus 26.
I
312.
guess
I want them.
Hold on, I guess Jathal would too, right?
Oh, sure. Jathal can do it. She doesn't really care about the gold, but if you ask her, she'll do it. Plus another
There we go.
49. Man, you
Not bad.
guys. Okay, 361 gold pieces total.
Nice. Okay.
Woohoo.
You guys fill your pockets as much as you can with gold before you start squeezing into underneath the bed.
I hope I'm not encumbered.
No,
No.
we don't play coin weight rules. They're just too much.
Yeah, I know. I was just
All right.
joking.
All right. And then we go under the bed. We go in, and if we
So-
shut it, can we pull it over the bed as we're shutting the trap door over our
Why
head?
don't we just
You don't have
crawl
to.
under the bed?
Yeah, you can. The bed is high.
Yeah.
It's one of those really fancy
Okay.
beds, so it's high enough where you can crawl in without actually. And the bed has draperies on its skirts, so you put the drapery
Perfect.
down. So it's not clear. It's not clear that you just went underneath the bed. Obviously, with a thorough search, somebody will find it because you removed the stones to the floor.
Correct.
Okay, that's what's the
Yeah.
only thing on it were stones. Good,
Yeah,
okay.
so eventually, if there's somebody did a thorough search, they'll find out that you went down there. But for the time being, you're in the clear, and you squeeze into this really tight passage. It's barely enough for you to kind of fit through on your hands and knees. It looks like even though this previously was supposed to be a passage, it has been filled with rubble and dirt to the point where it's a really tight squeeze. But Knock Knock's able to kind of snake himself through until finally, when you after what seems to be a good like 40 minutes of kind of going through this rubble, you guys are dirty, battered, bruised. You finally come out to a clearing, and the clearing opens up to a dirt hallway. And Knock Knock says, "Trap room is ahead. Right down." It's completely pitch black, so somebody needs some sort of light, I guess. Unless you're dark
What's
vision.
her name? I'm gonna ask what's her face, Scarlet, to heal us since we're down here.
Dun, dun. And since I can do 2 at a time, I'll take Talus and
Is anyone in the party want me to cast a light cantrip on him? Is there anyone who can't see in the dark?
I cannot see in the dark.
Okay, do you want me to cast it on you?
Sure.
Okay,
I will put it in Barry, my companion, so you can make it.
okay. I'll
shine.
cast it on your companion then. Okay, okay. I cast it. How do I cast? There's a light. Not to neg the gnarly. Oh, darn it. Take it off me. Darn it. What did I do that for? I forgot
You
to
can
target
actually you can move it, drag onto
Oh,
a
can
new
I?
target.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
move it. So I actually can't drag it onto a new target. Not in the combat tracker anyways. It won't let me do it. Oh, yeah, it won't let me do it. You can probably drag it, but I can't.
Who do
I
you,
can
who do you
delete it,
want me to
mate.
drag it on?
To Scarlet. And take it off me. It's showing up on me.
Oh, I can't. Oh, that's dragging to target. No, that's not what what I want to do. That's strange.
Whoa, that was a good heal. Holy smokes. 16.
Okay, we're here, all of us.
Okay, now I see it isn't on me. Do you just have to? Can you do it in the combat tracker? Is that what you did it in, John?
I thought you could, but you can't. You have to.
Oh,
I
okay,
had to
okay.
cut and paste it.
Oh, okay, okay. That's good that you can do that though.
Yeah, the GM client is a little bit messy, but it's got a lot of capabilities that your normal client can't. Okay, so you guys come down this hallway. Now it finally opens up. The ceilings are like 15 feet tall, and it's wide enough for you guys to fit 2 people at a time. And you as you cast the light cantrip, the light blazes up, and you can see that this place is ancient. It's very old. The floor has partial dirt, partial stonework. There are, holes and cobwebs all around the wall. A lot of the dirt has caved in parts of the wall. And at the end of this hallway, you see a set of double steel doors. The steel doors are slightly cracked open.
Well,
I would
knock
go
knock.
up to it and listen, and see what I can see through the crack.
Knock says, "Careful, traps, traps."
Okay. Ooh, I check it for traps. I'm going to look it over for traps then. That's
Well,
a thievery roll, right?
Knock knock knows where the traps
Yeah,
are.
when knock
Oh,
looks
does
at
he?
you, he says,
Okay.
"When knock escape, he finds the secret. He finds the secret passage. Room behind me. Very dangerous trap. Trap is activated by
Okay.
invisible pressure plate on the floor. Yo, go
That's good
take
to
a
know.
look if you want."
I'll go.
To the invisible
but
pressure plate.
No, the pressure plate's not. It's invisible, meaning it's hard to detect.
It's hard to detect. I'm going to stealthily open the door that's cracked then
So
into the room,
you
because that's the room he's talking about. Mhm.
So when you
Yeah.
when you crack the doors
Hold
already, yeah.
Real quick, before we do anything that can cause something to happen, right, Neg? Knock Knock knows how to traverse this
No.
because he's done it before. Why don't we follow Knock Knock exactly the way he would go?
Can
That
we
way we don't.
stealthily open a door, though?
Well, what if you open
Can
the
we-
door and something happens? What if that's also trapped?
Well, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
I'm saying stealthily. I can check the door for traps. That's not a problem. I can do that.
You
I'll
go.
do that right now.
Yeah, you can do a perception on the door itself.
Oh, I didn't detect any
You
traps.
do not detect any traps on the door itself. The door is very sturdy, heavy steel. The construction of the door is ancient. You don't recognize this kind of construction. The hinges themselves have this like guillotine pattern that you've never seen before. These doors are extremely old. And as you peer into the room beyond the door, it opens up to a wide, a long rectangular room. The room has these magical statues, 6 of them, on either wall, 3 on each wall. The room itself is about 20 feet wide and about 50 feet long, and the ceiling's about 20 feet high. As you look around, just visually, you can see that the room is full of tiles. There's a weird symbol on the floor in the room, some sort of heraldry you've never seen before. And on the ceilings, there appears to be an innumerable amount of holes. And on the walls, you can see that there's also a bunch of holes.
Can I?
All right.
So I want to find the pressure plate. Does Knock Knock know where the pressure plate is still?
Knock Knock tells you that he escaped this room from the other side. And you can
Okay.
actually see that there's a set of footprints that goes through the room. Otherwise, the room is just covered in dust.
Can we step on the footprints?
Hmm. Let's do that. That's probably safe. I'm still going to proceed as perceptibly as I can.
Before you walk into the room, Knock Knock says, "Hold. He says, "You see those pressure plates, depending on the light of the statues, different pressure plates will activate the trap." Knock Knock says, "You have to go in one at a time in a special order. Knock Knock will show you."
Okay.
So it appears Knock Knock understands his trap to some degree. You don't know how because he doesn't seem that smart. So Knock Knock kind of cracks the door open and he enters the room. Let me place some tokens here.
I don't actually see this room. I don't.
Yeah,
Is
no,
there
yeah.
actually a map?
There is a
Okay.
map. There is a map.
Okay.
I gotta put your tokens on the map.
Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Do we get experience for going through that bandit camp encounter with no combat?
There is experience for that. I haven't given you the experience yet. I'll make a note. Yeah, I'll make a note of it to make sure I reward you the experience for making it through there. So this is the room you have before you. Right now, right now it's locked. So as you guys are not in the room yet, even though your tokens are. I have to put them there just so you can see it. You guys are just outside the door, and Knock Knock walks inside the room, and you notice that he takes a different path than his prior footprints. He takes a different. He moves up, and then he moves left a couple of blocks, and then he moves down, and then he moves left again a couple of blocks, and then he jumps diagonally, and then he gets to the other side of the door, and you can see the other side of the door is the other door is kind of also slightly cracked open, and Knock Knock opens the door completely, and he goes to the other side. He goes to the outside on the other side of the room. And when you guys shine a light into the room, you see this strange symbol on the floor. Does everybody have this map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta jump out for 5 minutes, John. Sorry. So I'll be going as perceptibly and stealthily as I can.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Do we have to throw a survival or something like that to follow Knock Knock's exact moves?
Well, what are you guys doing first of all?
Real quick, can I do like a society check to maybe see if like it's like decipher what that symbol is?
Yeah, that symbol does require a society check. You are successful. That's the symbol of ancient Taldor. Taldor is a country that still exists, but now it's really tiny. Ancient Taldor, think of it like the Roman Empire. It used to, it was the first successful human civilization to come out of the cataclysm, which was the Earthfall. This is maybe 6,000-7,000 years ago. However, since then, the modern day Taldor, think of it as modern day Italy compared to the ancient Roman Empire. Country still exists, but they've kind of shrunk down to a small piece of land to the south. This definitely represents ancient construction, very elaborate, very beautiful, and you can see that on the these statues, they all represent ancient Taldori saints.
Okay.
Saints and powerful
Actually,
rulers.
I look at Jadal, and Jadal, you've been around for a while. Have you heard anything about Saint Gilmore?
Can she do a religion if she doesn't?
Jatho says, I don't know anything about anyone named Saint Gilmore, but I remember the Taldori. He says, we fought them tooth and nail for centuries. He says they were a very successful, powerful, rich, heavily militarized empire. He says they have castles all across the world, all across Galarian. This must be one of these ancient structures. But I be warned that Taldori were master craftsmen. Whatever traps they designed were sure to be very intricate. And the one thing I know of the Taldori that they value more than anything else is that they respect history. So the more you understand about the ancient Taldori Empire, the more you can successfully evade their traps.
Interesting. Can I try to throw religion and see if I know something about the Saint Gilmore, if I know that it's somebody real or not?
You can roll a religion. You've never heard you succeed, and as far as you know, there is no such thing as Saint Gilmore.
And I have a question. Are these statues? I know you said they're saints. Are they labeled, or am I just assuming like I just know they're of saints?
They're not labeled. They all look a little bit different. So they are either saints or powerful rulers because the clothing that they're wearing is very elaborate. Either like like a pope hat or something like that. It looks like a clothing of high stature people. So
you said the light shifting. John, sorry, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off if you were still going.
No, you go ahead.
I was saying, Knock Knock said the light was in the room, and depending on how it hit the statues or the tiles and stuff like that is determining what our path. Correct?
Yeah.
What's the light source?
So you can see that inside the room, each of the statues has in front of it a dais. And there is an ever lighting candle in front of each of these statues. So even though from what you see, all the candles are emitting the same type of light, so you can't tell.
I'm gonna yell out, Knock Knock. How did you do that?
Knock knock is on the other side. Knock knock is on the other side, like on the other iron door. He says, "Look at the statues." He says, "Look at the statue's eyes." He says, "Come in. The first step. Come towards the emblem." So he motions all of you to come towards that symbol on the floor. He says, "But don't step on the one to the south," which he points out. He points that to that tile. He says, "Don't step there. Come and step on the emblem first."
I mean, I'll try to follow his steps.
Okay.
Do we need to throw something to follow his steps?
No. So you guys can just step in. So Jathal steps over here. You step over here. I guess you're over here. Talos, where are you going to be?
I guess all in the simple, so I'll go here.
And what about Neg? Is he
He
back?
said that he wanted to follow us to back and stealthily, so probably
To make
the one
it simple, can I say I'm carrying like Neg on my back?
I guess if you want. Here we go. Neg jumps on you piggyback style. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the break now, and then when Neg comes back, we'll continue. That'll be perfect.
Okay, so is it a 5-minute break then?
Yeah, like a bathroom break. So, as you guys all of you step onto the emblem, you look at Knock Knock on the other side of the room, and Knock Knock looks like he's extremely anxious. And he looks at you and he puts his head down. He says, "I'm sorry." And Knock Knock pulls an invisible lever outside the room. And as he pulls the lever, the door behind you slams shut. And the door in front of him slams, and there's a little window in the door where you can kind of still make out the other side of the door, but that door is steel. He slams it shut, and as he does so, all the eyes on the statues light up.
He betrayed us.
Knock knock screams out. He says, I'm sorry. But I have to do this.
Why?
He says, "Revenge!" He screams out, "You killed my family!" And he starts banging against the other door. "You killed my family!"
How did we kill your family, you idiot?
So you guys...
We never even fought goblins.
So you guys kind of just all of a sudden remember that at the very first session 0,
We did.
when we were introducing all the new players, even if you were not you were playing a different character. We'll just pretend that it was your character. You guys remember when you were on your way to Lady Aldori's castle? You guys took shelter. It was raining really hard, and you took shelter in the cave. And there were 3 bandit cultists of Lamachu, inside that cave. And you went there and you wiped them out. That they were calling. They thought that when you knocked on the door, they said, "Is that Knock Knock?"
No recollection of this.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think you were there.
I do.
Were you there at session 0?
Yep.
I remember. I thought session 0 was we were sleeping and then assassins attacked.
No, that was session 1. That's after you got in. That's after the dinner.
So I wasn't there.
Knock Knock screams out, "You teach Knock Knock many things. Knock Knock don't feel good about this. But Knock Knock is working for Stag Lord. Knock Knock pretended to find your horses when it was Knock Knock who stole your horses."
I knew it. I mean, I whispered that.
Knock Knock.
Knock,
Knock Knock.
knock, let us out.
Knock Knock can't. But Knock Knock will not tell the Stag Lord that you die here. If you survive, you can still have chance to rescue Lindsay, to kill Stag Lord. And you hear little footsteps pattering away.
But before he patters away, because I can speak Goblin,
Yeah.
I shout many profanities at him in Goblin.
And knock runs away crying. So you guys have built your reputation with Knock Knock. Let me see. I do have it marked down. I remember I checked before. You did not have enough influence for Knock Knock to not do this to you. You have 5 influence points on Knock Knock. So because you have built up certain amount of reputation with him, he feels bad for betraying you, but not enough where he decides not to. So he betrays you.
I'm going to blame Talos on this, but I'm also grateful because he's still level 1, and maybe it would be worse if he was 3.
Yeah.
So Knock Knock is gone now. You guys are now dealing with the trap. So the doors slam shut, and each of the eyes on these 6 statues lights up, and you hear a voice that booms inside this chamber. However, what it says is an ancient Taldorian, so you don't understand it. None of you I checked speak ancient Taldorian. But then Jathal says, "Hold." He says, I understand this tongue. And you're lucky you have Jathal with you.
Yeah.
I will translate for you. The voice says, only those of true Taldori can pass. Prove yourself a true Taldori by answering the questions of Taldorian history. And she says you have 1 minute. That's how she translates what the voice says. And as this happens, you notice on the top ceiling, where all those holes are, you see these extremely sharp metal spikes begin lowering down. Roll initiative. We're in a complex trap hazard.
Okay.
We have 10 rounds to...
I don't suppose I can roll stealth initiative, right?
Jathal says, I'm sorry to tell you that a Taldorian minute is half of what we understand a minute, and you guys have 5 rounds.
Everybody almost rolled a 20.
No, I just miscalculated.
Oh, Johnson, we're on island time. No, I'm like, we're on island time, not Taldori time. Come on.
No, Taldori time is like Japanese time.
Oh
my god.
All right, so as this round begins, the first thing you hear some more Taldori. Right? And Jathal is there to translate for you. And Jathal says, what he asks is, what was the empire that conquered much of Taldor in 47 in negative 43 AR? Jathal says, she thinks for a second, she says, wait, much of my memory has been lost through my captivity, but I do remember this. Answer the question. It is the Empire of Kalesh. And as they say this, the eye in the center is glowing and everything else goes out.
All right, so obviously we could step there.
Scarlet, you have, it's the same thing as a combat turn. You have 3 actions.
We'll move here. Without touching the side that you told us not to touch.
Well, that's what Knock Knock said, but he lied to you. He fooled you by making you think that the trap was pressure plates.
I am going to throw a perception to see if there's anything rare about the statue that is glowing.
If you want to check the statue's eyes, it's going to cost you an action. Remember, you use 1 action to move. It's going to cost you a 2nd action. You can do a perception at a higher DC, or if you want to try Arcana.
I don't have Arcana.
Then you can do a perception at a higher DC. I won't necessarily tell you exactly as much as you would know from an Arcana.
I don't think we have this kind of time.
Okay.
Yeah, you may spend an action to check to inspect it. It may give you some helpful information.
But what else are you gonna do?
Remember,
with your turn.
in order to
Yeah.
to solve to survive this trap, you can follow the rules of the trap and do what the trap asks you to do by answering these questions. Or if you can improvise, come up with anything creative, I'm listening. This is open for you to kind of think about what you want to do.
Okay, so
But
I want to
ultimate-
do. I'm going to try to do a perception to see if I notice.
Okay, DC
something.
is set. Go ahead. That is a success. So when you look at the statue's eyes, what you notice is that the eyes themselves, they are not part of the statue. They are some contraption behind the statue. They are powered by some form of magic inside the statue that has been latent. Once this trap was activated, all of that magic has activated inside these statues. All the statues have the same eyes. It's just this one. This is the one that's glowing, and this is the statue. You can see the dais in front of the statue has that candle that's lit. The candle is also powered by some sort of magic.
Okay. I tell this to everybody, and Jaytal, can I still move, or do I have to wait for them to give me another riddle?
No, you have a third action.
Yes, but are they going to give me another riddle right now?
No,
Do I
you haven't answered the first one. Jaythal told you the answer for the first one. She knows.
Oh, then I repeat Jaytal's answer.
So Jaythal told you the kingdom of Kalesh,
Yes.
and you say the word Kalesh. The eyes on this statue close. That is your third action. Talos, you're up. Right now, that riddle only happens once per round, so the riddle has been answered. You have some time to do something before, or you can prepare an action to answer riddle, but you can't answer riddle if you don't know what it is.
Okay, did anything happen when she answered that, or is that gonna happen like when the next riddle comes up?
It's what's probably going to happen when the next riddle comes up.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah, I was just ready my...
so you may try to do other things, and this is up to your own creativity. There's no exact set rules. I do know the rules of how this trap works. The spikes are slowly lowering down. These spikes will absolutely kill you if they get to you.
Okay,
You also see on all four walls there are extensive numbers of holes, just about the size of an arrow to fit through, or gas, or fire.
okay,
Every piece of 5-foot wall has a hole in it.
alright, can I just hold my turn until the next riddle comes up for now?
What?
Can I just hold my turn until the next riddle comes up for now?
You can drop your turn, but if you drop your turn until the next riddle, you drop your entire round.
Okay, then never mind. I won't do that. Okay. And those spikes, does it look like? Could I see like the contraption moving them from our side, or is that?
No, the contraption is behind the walls. Obviously behind the walls. But what you but you want to do a perception check and look around, see anything you can manipulate. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That is successful. You see on the far end of the room, in this corner over here, inside the wall, just in a divot inside the wall, there appears to be a moving chain. So the chain obviously has something to do with this wall, this ceiling spikes coming down, and there's another chain on the other side.
Okay, I don't know if that's action, but I'd point that out to everyone if I don't know what
That's you can do that for free. You already spent an action doing the perception.
Okay, I don't want to walk because I feel like if I walk on somewhere wrong, it's gonna cause problems.
Do you believe Knock Knock told you the truth when he told you there's pressure plates?
Actually, well, I guess he was lying, huh? So I have a 30. So that'll be one action, and then I'm using my other action just to get to this corner here.
I got
And
you.
that'll be my turn.
Okay. So you get to the corner, and you can see at the very corner of the wall, there's a divot inside the wall where there's a moving chain inside. You're not sure what this chain does, just from looking at it, but obviously it has to do with the mechanism of this trap. Aramin, you're up.
Probably has something to do with the ceiling or the spikes coming down on us. All right, let's see. I'm assuming the perception that Scarlet did was since it was a success, and Arcana wouldn't do anything different.
You're not sure, maybe. I told her out of character that Arcana would give you more information, but I didn't. I didn't tell her.
I don't know anything about the magic inside of it.
Okay, well, first off, let me do an Arcana and see if I can glean anything.
Okay, you do have to move over there.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go there. Which is almost my max movement anyways, so that's one action. I'll do an Arcana.
So you look at these glowing... well, the eyes are halfway closed. You looked at the glowing... but they close right before you can inspect it.
So it's a +1, not a -2. So 13...
Wait, so your Arcana's +2? It's got to be higher than that.
It's intelligence, hold on.
No, Arcana is your skill check.
Yeah.
You're trained or proficient or even expert in Arcana. There's no way it's going to be a plus.
Yeah, I'm trained. But look, I have a +2. Why is it coming up as acrobatics?
Oh boy.
Are you rolling the right thing?
Yeah, there. Okay, it's a +6.
Listen,
so if you do
you
the
failed
13
three
plus the
times. You failed 3 times.
No.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, well, I don't know what the plus is what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it is a plus. So the 13...
6 is
so
right.
so the 13 plus the 6, because I was doing acrobatics is all I'm saying.
It's hard for me to kind of take some... You're going to have to do it again next time. Because, like,
I was just trying to get the 6 on it is all I'm saying. I kept hitting 6, and it wasn't... I don't know if I'm clicking the 2 or some shit, but I see it because it said acrobatics. But you get what I'm
all
saying?
right, you know what? That's fine. I'll give you the success because I don't think it makes a difference. So you barely notice as the eyes start to close that these magical orbs, they are charged with evocation power. So if the right condition is met, these eyes will deliver a really powerful blast to whatever's in front of it, probably in a cone. So it's dangerous to stand in front of these eyes, but you have to do it to answer these questions, it looks like. That's 2 actions. You have a 3rd action if you want to...
Oh, so you have to... Okay. So I would say you have to stand in front of the statue to give the answer, and if you fail, you're going to take some sort of damage.
Yeah.
Because of magic. So
yeah, you're gonna, it looks like there is a very powerful magic behind these eyes. You're going to take a lot of damage. So you better make sure you have the right answer.
Other than the chains, the doors, the walls, ceiling, the holes, the spikes, and the obviously like the floor and the statues, is there anything else in the room like debris or loose objects, anything like that?
You can check another perception to see if you notice anything else in the room.
I'm just looking for something that, because I don't know if someone has something on them, but my thought process would be is if we stop the chains, it might give us some time, right? So if you took something and put it between the chain and like the wall or something like that, and like banged it in there, it might stop the chain and it might stop the ceiling coming down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you have to spend an action to do another seek. Look around. Take a close look around. I'll tell you more if you succeed. Oh, the DC is not right. So 15 is actually a success.
Okay.
You see 2 more sets of chains on this side now that you've gone over here. The chains on this side are a little bit elevated.
Okay.
They are about 5 feet up. The chains on this side are ground level. That's why you have to be over there to see the ones on the right side. All right, that's your turn. Neg, you're up. Right now, there's no riddle available, so you have 3 actions to be creative.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if I can use. You were saying that at one point, I guess when Knock Knock activated it, there was the magic in the air, right? Or magic was in play. Am I correct?
Oh, there's absolutely magic in play. You can tell from the
Okay,
statues and the
so-
candles.
Good. So can I use my recognize spell ability, my special ability, to identify if there is a spell that's somehow driving this mechanism?
You would have to you can only use recognize spell while the spell is being cast. You don't think there's a spell being cast right now. You think there's multiple kind of a magical machinations going on.
The other thing, so the other thing I'm wondering is, I noticed that where Talos is there, then behind me, my party has pointed out that there's these chains.
Yeah, so right behind you,
that are accessible.
it's higher up than you are. It's about 5 feet up.
Yeah.
But there's another divot with this chain that's slowly just moving. And if you listen to the chain a little bit, you can hear a little bit of a clicking as it moves.
Right. So and I noticed that Talos pointed one out too, and that one's lower. I could actually reach that one, right? So I'm wondering, can I use my thievery ability to try and disarm this?
Sure, tell me how you want to disarm, and I'll see if I can give you a bonus or 2.
Hold on. Let me just see what my inventory is. Something in my inventory, I would very strategically, I'm guessing because it's clicking, there's some sort of cog or track. I would somehow try and jam it. What do I have that I can jam it with? Well, I have crossbow bolts. I have a thieves toolkit, of course. What else do I have? I have a spike snare. I don't know if I can use it.
Sure you can. You take out one of the spikes. Try to jam it in.
Okay. So I'll go over here. I'll move here.
It costs 2 actions to attempt to disable this mechanism.
So I might not be able.
It costs.
You're thinking I can't get that.
No, you can get up there. Oh, you want to walk all the way over there and do that one.
I want to. Can I reach the? I want to go where I can reach it, and I don't think I can reach it where I am right now. Right? Correct.
You don't have a way to reach just something that's 5 foot up. Your arm span can reach it, I think.
Yeah. I can reach 5 feet. Okay.
So in order to attempt to disable this thing on up there, it costs 2 actions to roll the attempt.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to do it with my. So I'm taking out that spike from that snare, and I am going to roll my thievery.
Oh, you take out the spike, but the spike gets swallowed into the chain mechanism and disappears behind the wall.
I'm spending a hero point. Can I spend a hero point?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right, because that was a sucktastic roll.
That was terrible.
This is better.
Thievery is a regular success. So you put the spike inside the chain. The chain stumbles and grinds and clicks for a minute. You've damaged it in some way, but you need to do more of that to actually completely disable it. You have 1 success on that corner. You have 1 more action if you want to do anything with it.
Yeah. It seems to be arcane in nature. Would my arcana reveal anything else, such as other possible ways in which I could use thievery on this arcane trap? Because my thievery works with magic things too. Could I make a discover knowledge or reveal knowledge with my arcana?
Yeah. I will. But you do have to move up to something that is magical in nature next to it to roll that check.
Okay, so I would have to move up to here. and I wouldn't be able to do that because that would take an action, wouldn't it?
You can take your action to
Or
move
would
there.
that? Yeah, I know, but I don't really
Hey,
want to. I'm not
Neg,
there. I'm gonna.
Neg, you have the best chance at doing thieves stuff. Why don't you go to the other spike below you, and then just knock that out on your next turn?
Well, the other spike. Where is the other spike? You talking about? Hold on.
They're in four corners.
There's one here too. Is there? Okay.
Yeah,
I
here.
will go there. Yeah, I'll go there. But I'll need to. I won't be able to do an Arcana from there. That's the only problem because I'm not.
Yeah, because you're
good, bro.
out of actions. That's it.
Yeah. That's
I
cool.
put that marker
Let's
up there
move on.
because you have one success on that corner. Gunthar's up. You're. What do you want to do? Right now, there's no riddle to be solved. So if you come up with anything creative you want to try.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the opposite corner from. So that's what?
That's 30.
Yeah, I'm only.
Okay, you're going to make it to the end there.
And I guess I'm gonna try and start jamming that chain. Use a dagger.
Okay, you're going to you can now what I give you a choice. Obviously, you can use thievery, but if your thievery is not good, I will let you roll an attack with your dagger against it to try to disable it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any thievery, so
I wouldn't. I assume you don't have thievery.
You probably have an attack better than thievery. My thievery even.
Yeah, your attack action is probably the highest number you have. 28 is a success on a DC of 24. You jam a dagger and start bashing that chain. The chain locks and stumbles, and you see it rumbles, but it's still drawing. So you have one success on that corner. You're not sure how many successes you need to disable the chains. Hold on, into drawing mode. I'll put a little marker so we all know that. Whoops. There we go. We all know that we have one success there. That is your turn. Now the trap gets to go. The chains start pulling.
Hey,
Click,
John.
click. Yeah.
Does Jathal do anything or no?
Jathal has a turn. Oh,
She would have been after Gunthar. I guess I didn't roll it, but if you want to just put her under Gunthar, you know what I mean?
let me. I can roll her initiative. Let me roll it. Let's go to Jathal and give her a turn before I go to the trap itself.
Can she do a religion check on basically the saints and Taldor or whatever, and see if there's any information, maybe?
What is she? She's trying to do a religion check to look at the saints, the statues.
Yes.
Okay.
And see if she could recall more knowledge, things. I don't know, something. You know, you said her memory wasn't what it used to be.
Yeah, if these statues are religion, then yes, then you can roll a statue. If they are religious in nature, then that would apply. She can do a check, sure.
Oh, she is there.
That's not a critical failure. It's a regular failure. Her
Does
memory.
Hold on. This is performance, man. I think it's because my shit's so it's a 13 plus a.
Oh,
8.
you rolled the wrong check.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm clicking it and it's
13 plus an 8 is a regular success. Jathal looks at some of these statues and she recognizes. She says, "Well, the Church of Aridin, and Aridin is like the Christ-like figure of Galarian. Back then, he had a church, and the Church of Aridin. Church of Aridin, you know, way back in the 40s of 4603 AR, actually moved the center of worship from the center town of Taldor to the country of Chiliax." And she says, and when that was done, there was a massive religious schism. And these figures over here are the leaders of the new church that moved to Chiliax. And she says, how much that'll help us in, in our predicament, I'm not sure.
Okay. Neg is that's completely stopped, correct?
No.
The top right one?
No, that one's still going. They're all still going.
No, I just damaged it a bit. I just slowed it a bit.
You don't know how many successes you need on these mechanisms to stop them.
So does it look like breaking the chain perhaps would stop it, or would it make it go further?
You don't know what happens if you break the chain.
Probably not a good idea, though, because maybe it's holding the spikes up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
You break it, it might come down faster. Better to jam it.
If she moves to... Is it one action to... Actually, yeah. So she'll move here. And can she get one of the spikes out of Neg's hand and also try and like slam it in there?
She doesn't have
attack?
enough actions. It takes 2 actions to attempt to disable.
Okay.
I'll
give her a spike, though, if she wants one. I think this thing has quite a few in it.
No, so nobody wants to try to break down the doors? The steel doors?
I didn't know that was an option.
No, I told you, be creative. Steel. Whatever you can think of, we make it work. Of course, it's not easy to break down steel.
Yeah, I thought
naturally.
Of it.
It's got a very high, extremely high armor class and extremely high hardness. But if you do some impressive stuff, you break down steel doors.
If she was she was here.
Yeah.
If she went, what is it? What's her movement? 25 or 30?
She did not take the speed feat, so she's 25 because she's an elf. So naturally, it's 30. And then I think she got the speed feat. So because she's wearing plate mail, so that slows her down.
Yeah. So just throw her right here for now, and that'll be the end of her turn.
All right. Now.
Why did she bump me in initiative? Is she a super dex build or something?
No.
Does it go by?
No, the reason she's in front because we didn't roll her initiative earlier, and I'm just giving her a turn.
But she has got the same number, but she went ahead of me. Like, we both rolled 23, and she's in the combat tracker.
Because she's an ally, you got to decide amongst yourselves who gets to go first.
Okay. But it's not because she's...
we're doing a makeup turn because we got to the trap and we realized Jathan never rolled initiative.
It doesn't really matter, but if it becomes a critical thing for me to try and jam one with my thievery, I probably want to go before her. We'll see.
You can ask her to hold her turn and you go first. That's fine. She's your ally. You control her.
Yeah. I don't
okay.
Yeah.
Taldor Death Room gets to go. We roll a random d4. Okay. So what happens is I told you got on the wall about every 5 feet there is a hole. With a d4, there are 4 arrows coming out of this wall. The 4 arrows are magically enchanted. They come from this direction and they go this direction, and they almost always will strike their target. The people who are going to be at threat is Neg and Scarlet, because Aramin, you're behind Scarlet. So I will shoot 2 arrows, one at Neg and one at Scarlet.
Oh, yeah, I would have to shoot.
And on top of that, the magical arrows are on fire. Neg gets hit.
Scarlet, dodge.
As an arrow buries itself on your side, and then one coming after Scarlet. As the true challenge of this trap starts revealing itself. That's a hit on Scarlet.
Oh, darn. It does 12. Oh, I need 12. Crap. Or no, we don't know.
A burning arrow hits you right on your back.
12 damage.
This trap is deadly. You can absolutely die in this trap, and not even before the spikes come down and get you. All right, Scarlet, you're up. You just got an arrow. It didn't crit you, so you're not on fire. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. In the beginning of the round, we get another riddle, and this one's coming from the one down here. The eyes open, glowing this powerful blue glow, and the voice begins speaking in ancient Taldori, and the voice says, "The grand king, Stavian III, died through assassination. There was a fight, but only one true heir arose. Who was that heir?"
Okay, anybody know this?
You have to do so on your turn. You have to use an
Yeah.
action to recall knowledge. Jathal looks at you and she's like, I don't remember.
Nick might know.
Okay. Then, can I recall knowledge before I move?
You can attempt a recall knowledge. This is ancient Taldori knowledge. You might have come across it in some way or fashion. This is history. But you think it's going to be tough, but you can try it. It's a recall knowledge. It's a society for Taldori. If you have Taldori lore, obviously that'll be a lot better. But none of you have it. I checked.
Would warfare be able to be used just because it was a time where it's an assassination?
If you want to try warfare, I'll give you a very high DC.
No, that won't.
And remember, you have 3 actions. You can try rolling it 3 times if you want. Maybe you'll get lucky.
I'm going with society and see if I'm lucky enough. Go, Scarlet, go.
You recall the wrong information. You think that the son of Stavian III was Stavian IV. You're sure of it.
I'm getting sure that it's probably the Stavian, but something tells me I'm going to try a little bit more. No.
You are 100% absolutely sure it's Stavian, and it can't be anybody else. So you're going to try to warn whoever tries to say anybody else that it's Stavian IV.
Yeah. I'm going to.
I should have made these hidden.
Right?
Because you're going to go and try to give the wrong answer and get blasted. But go ahead.
Okay.
If I made him hidden, I should have done it a long time ago.
Yes.
Oh.
No! You know what? You got it confused. The Stavian IV was also assassinated. You remember you came upon a book somebody discarded about ancient Taldori history. It was actually the Stavian's son was Carius II. Now you remember.
Guys, it was Carius II. I almost thought it was. Oh my god, my history. I don't make me remember history anymore. I suck at this, and just told you Carius II.
All right, so you're pretty sure the answer that you got was Carian II. But that took all 3 of your actions. Talos, you're up. You guys know the answer. The statue glowing is over here. You have to get over there if you want to try to answer that question.
Hey John, I have a question. This is a weird question, but it's for my versatile vials. With the distance we move from the mile to get to the west camp from the hills, is that technically considered exploration?
I guess. Sure.
Okay, so I can refill my vials for every 10 minutes of exploration travel. So without taking takes half an hour, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that.
Okay, so I forgot I had these, but I'm gonna post them in Discord because it has the full description.
What are you trying to do?
I have these alchemical bombs that's specifically made for eating through metal. I want to try using this on the steel door.
How does the vial work? Let me read it. Because steel door has stats.
Tell us that only shows us the class, doesn't really tell
Yeah.
us anything.
Oh, did it not post the right thing?
No.
No.
Yeah, you have to post a specific item.
There you go.
All right, let's read this. Let me see how this works mechanically. Okay, so it's 1d8 persistent acid damage.
I actually have the moderate one, so it's 2d8 with the +1 item bonus.
When did you get that?
With this, if you take the alchemist dedication, I got it when I took out the alchemist dedication because it let me learn up to like 5 recipes. And I asked you if I could take this one, and you said yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me see what it does. 2d8 persistent acid damage, ignoring up to 5 hardness. Okay, I'll give it to you. I mean, you think you can try it, but this is a big, sturdy steel door. You might not have enough. You might be shish kebab by the time this thing eats away at the door. But yeah, you can.
What about the window? What's the window made out of?
There's no window.
You said there was a window that.
No, the door
you
itself
shut.
has a little slit of a window that you saw Knock Knock run off on the other side.
And are you able to? If you were able to open the slit, are you able to reach in?
It's barely enough for a couple of fingers to go through, and you can see that the door's pretty thick. So yeah, you can.
No, I know.
Yeah.
If you open it though, and then you might be able to reach over and open the handle or. Pull
Oh
a
no,
lever
there's
or
no way you
something,
can
right?
fit your hand through that.
Well, what if he burnt it with that bomb far enough so that way Jathal could put her scythe through and pull the lever up?
Hey, sure.
Or down,
If you want to try that, I'll take it. But so you apply this steel scour alchemical solution to that little slit to start dissolving it. Roll me a 2d8 on the damage it does every round. I'll do it on your round, on your turn each round.
Cool. Let me just roll that.
It burns through 5, so ignores 5 hardness. But everything else is absorbed by the hardness. So just throw 2d8. That's fine. I don't have there's no NPC sheet for the steel door, so I keep track of it. 7 plus 6 is 13. So it burns through 5 hardness. It definitely does 5 damage, but you can see that beyond that 5 damage is not doing anything else. It's slowly dissolving the edge of the steel. You think that, by the time this door melts, you guys will be shish kebab.
Okay, and I guess it would take a turn to make that and a turn to apply it. So I think that'll be my 4 turn since I moved.
All right, Aramin, you're up.
John, what happens if I dispel magic?
You can attempt to dispel magic, but you are rolling against the level of the magic in this room. You don't know what level that is, but it's pretty high. So if you want to try it, you're going to have to roll real high.
Okay. Where's the statue?
Well, the magic is in all of these statues, but I'll take a dispel magic attempt against the magic in this room.
Well, 2 questions. One, where's the statue to say the password?
Oh, right. It moved to this one. Before it was
Okay.
this one. This one was answered properly, and now its eyes are closed, and the candle went out. This one is the one that's active right now.
Okay. How do you roll a dispel magic?
You roll a spell attack. That's against the it's a counteract check. We're not going to go over counteract yet, but I'll calculate it. You have to roll real high.
I basically have to crit it.
Pretty much.
You might.
You guys, what do you guys think? Should I just say the password or should I try it?
I mean, you can say the password first if you want, so that way we have time, and then do the spell magic. I mean, how much time does it take to do this magic?
It also
Yeah,
it's also going to cost you a spell slot, I believe, because it's you have.
It would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you know that
need
there's
to be-
magic in here. You know it's very powerful for your level of ability. If you want to try it, you certainly may, but it's going to take a really lucky roll for you to succeed on it.
Just gonna go here. I'm gonna say, what was it? Carry in the second.
Yep.
You say Carius the Second properly,
Carry.
and the statue accepts your answer. The glowing eyes start fading as the eyes begin to close and the light begins to go out. That's two
Okay,
successes.
And then I'll go here.
You're not going to try.
You know
You're
what
not
I'm
going to try
going
to
to
dispel
do?
this. It would have been awesome if you rolled a crit.
I don't have enough points for it because I moved.
Oh, that's true.
Or actually, I could have because I moved. Speaking is a free action.
No, speaking
but
costs
I don't-
it costs an action to deliver an
Okay.
answer because you got to do so ritually.
Okay. And then next turn.
I want to go before Jathal.
Okay, I'll Neg.
Okay.
You go before Jathal. I'll put you 23.5. Jathal will
Okay.
hold her action because you asked her to.
Okay. Can I, using thievery as a perception, can I tell if there is a arrow trap on the other side?
You don't need to roll.
don't-
There's an arrow trap in each. Now that you saw the arrow trap, you realize that all four walls have arrow traps spaced 5 feet apart. There is no escape from these arrow traps inside this room.
Okay, so that no matter what, when they fire from one direction, they're going to fire in every single square on that wall, is what you're basically saying.
Yep.
What about if I squeeze behind a statue? Anyways, okay.
Even if you squeeze
Cool, well, I
behind
know
a statue, the magically enchanted arrow will angle itself and hit you from over there.
Okay, I'm going to reach up and I'm going to try and use my thievery to disarm, or to do the same thing using one of the spikes to jab it into the chain.
Very well.
Okay.
It's 2 actions
And
to
I roll.
do so.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's
enough.
not a failure. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
check the DC
Okay.
for that wall. 20 is exactly what you need to succeed. That's 1 success on that wall.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I sometimes I don't have the DC
Um,
set properly.
Okay, so one more action. Do I want to move? I don't know where it's coming from next.
I don't either.
well,
I
I'm
roll
going-
random to find
Yeah.
out which one it goes.
I'm thinking. Oh, do you? Okay. Well, I shouldn't have said that. Darn it. Now.
Well, didn't you? You guys saw me roll random.
Yeah, you did a D4.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What other action do I want to use? Dispel magic is 2. Yeah, because that's a full spell. Yeah, I do have. Detect magic. I wouldn't be able to detect it, would I? That's a 2 action anyways.
It's no point in casting that. The magic. You're very certain there's magic here,
Yeah. No, I just think if it would reveal.
and you're
it-
not
if
high.
I can
You're not
reveal
high
it.
enough to detect illusions at this point.
Well, there's still one other to be jammed. Where do I want to move? I guess I gotta just take a chance and move.
Don't forget, you need to work on. What did you say, John? It was a point on that one chain. It's not 100%.
Yeah,
stopped,
exactly.
right?
The none of the chains are fully stopped. You've only
might as well
gotten
just stay
one
there.
success on stopping that
No.
chain.
I'm gonna go back to the other one just for shits and giggles. Except for some reason I can't move. Okay. Yeah. I'll stay there. That's it.
All right, it's Jathal's turn.
Now it's J-Toe.
If she hits that with her magic scythe, would the acid affect the scythe or no?
No, you can hit it with a magical scythe. But if you are attacking the door has an AC and a hardness.
Okay, let's see if I can beat that.
Okay, so you can go ahead and roll an attack against the door. 21 is not a successful hit. She clangs her scythe against it, but it doesn't do any damage. The AC is too high. That acid thing does bypass the AC and bypasses a certain amount of hardness.
Since the scythe is a, what is it called? A pole arm. Is there a reach in this?
Not with the scythe. With other weapons,
it
there
does
are.
say pole arm. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, so if you click on the pole arm, you can see it's what the traits are. The scythe has deadly D10, trip, and magical.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have reach. I think the lance has reach. And like the gnome flick axe or whatever that has reach, but not the scythe.
Alright, what I was getting at is she can't attack the chain with the or try and shove the hatchet into the chain, right?
Sure,
from where she's at, or any.
Well, not from where she gotta go to the area.
What if she throws the hatchet to try and get it
Sure,
stuck?
I'll give it a ranged attack. I'll take that as the check.
And I'll do the. I'm assuming I do the.
Yeah. This is multi-attack penalty. Yeah. Oh nope, she doesn't hit it. And in order to switch weapons, that's going to cost an action for weapon swap. So those are 3 actions. Gunthar, you're up.
Take another whack at the chain.
All right. Proceed. Make an attack against this thing. Oh no, 14's not going to damage it.
Second attack.
Multi-attack. 18 is short of its AC.
Yowzers. Hail Mary, full of grace, help me find a parking space.
All right, Hail Mary. Nope.
No.
Oh,
I saw that 20, dude. What the hell?
yeah, I know. Just rolled off it at the last second.
Okay,
Split second.
it's the Death Room's turn. All right, we're getting things are going to get fired from the south wall. So who's going to get hit is Gunthar and Araman by these arrows.
Of course.
Ooh, not a crit though. So Gunthar's not on fire.
Alright, multi-attack penalty.
No, they're separate mechanisms, so they all each have their own multi-attack penalty. Oh, but you managed to dodge that bolt coming after you.
And
Thank God.
and technically, John, it would hit me too. It would attack me too, because I'm on the north wall.
Oh, you know what? Thank you for reminding. You know what? Because of your integrity,
Fair.
I'm giving this thing a -4 to its attack because of your integrity. There we go.
Watch it crit.
I can't control that, but I am giving you a -4 to its attack.
I psyched it out.
Oh God!
Oh,
What the
crit it.
fuck?
Oh,
That's what integrity gets you, Nick.
Yeah.
You also
That's
have
all right. I'm
1d6 persistent fire. You are on fire, unfortunately.
I'm dead. Or I'm dying.
You're
I'm
down. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm down, yeah.
Things are getting
Not put me
intense.
down.
Things are
I
getting
won't be able to disarm any more traps.
quite intense at this point. Scarlet, you're up.
And what is the
Yeah,
question?
that's the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the statue that opens its eyes. And the statue says, it's like in the early days of the Taldorian Empire, before we could establish our first stronghold, a massive cataclysm had swept over the lands. What was this cataclysm?
say that to us earlier?
I did not
Isn't that
answer.
Starfall?
No. Earthfall was before even the Taldori Empire was conceived. There's no way it could be Earthfall. In terms of timing, but there was another cataclysm. It seems like.
Is that the one where Eridan died?
Jathor looks at you, Scarlet, and she's kind of starts straining in her head. She says, "Give me a second. Maybe I can remember this." All right, your turn, Scarlet. On her turn, she can try to recall. She's trying to remember things when most of her memories have been erased after she's been entombed. But somewhere in the back of her mind, the answer's there.
So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move where Neg is. Actually, no. I will move here. That way I'm in between. Then let me go ahead and I'm going to do battle medicine.
Thank you. It's very
Well,
kind.
she has to not crit fail it, or else it's gonna be real
Oh
bad.
yeah. Oh well.
Oh my god, don't mention.
No. Well, it's not going very well for me tonight.
You're dying too.
It's a success.
It's barely a success.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay, so Neg, you are wounded 1, but you're back up.
Thank you. Good.
And then okay, I move. Can I delay my one action, or do I have to? It has to.
No,
be
you
one
can't
action?
delay an action. You can do a prepared action, but that costs an action to do a prepare. So you can't.
Whoa. Is he still burning?
He is.
Can she put that out?
You can't put it. What you do is you can do an action to assist him in putting out the fire when it's his turn. Now you got to tell me what do you want to do to try to get Neg to stop burning?
Let me see.
Depending on what you tell me, I will give different bonuses to Neg.
Would my
Pour water on him.
Okay, let me see. Do I have water on me?
We should.
Yeah, with my water skin, I'll throw water on him.
Water skin is probably the best thing you can do, because what that's going to do is when he rolls his persistent save, he has to roll against a 10 instead of a 15. And that's much easier because the persistent save is a flat D20 against the DC.
Oh, it's just a flat.
Yeah.
It's not a fortitude
No, you don't
save.
get
Don't
anything,
worry.
it's just flat.
Don't worry, Neg. I could always cast Briny Bolt or something cold on you. You know. And hit
Yeah.
you.
The problem
with water.
is
I
Neg
don't like that idea.
Neg has a wound. So
Yeah, I know.
every time he goes down, the wounds get worse.
Yeah.
All right, so Scarlet, that takes all.
Let's not worry.
That'll take all 3 of your turns. Talos, you're up.
Okay, hey John, does it look like? Well, I guess I'll roll the persistent damage real quick.
Yeah, roll 2 d8s.
Inventory.
Ooh.
All right, so it takes 5 damage because it only bypasses 5 of the hardness. So TikTok takes the same amount of damage as it did before. At this rate, you guys will be dead before this thing melts.
Okay, question though, does it create like any sort of hole that gets like an arm through, or?
It's you know what? I will have you roll a crafting check on how well you place the item. Technically, I should be rolling. It's a save to end persistent damage on the wall, but I won't do that. You know what? Because you succeeded, don't worry about saying failure. Because you succeeded on this crafting check, so it is starting to make a little bit of a hole.
Okay. Does it look like if I have like other acid attacks? Do you think does it seem like if I were to use other acid attacks, I can make this hole bigger?
If you put more acid on, it's only going to dissolve at the same rate it has before.
I have like a different type of acid bomb. Would that still be the same?
Yeah. Because the damage it's taking is acid type.
Okay, so I'll just let that keep going for now, and I guess I'd go for the chains for now.
All right. Which chain?
I'm gonna go for the one in this upper corner, and I'm just gonna go for 2 attacks on it. I have 2 daggers. I'm gonna try fitting in 2 daggers if I'm successful on one.
Oh, actually, I made a mistake previously. I let you guys make attacks on the chain. One attempt to disable, even if it's an attack, costs 2 actions.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's his turn. Unless he does like another skill check or something. Why don't you try and recall knowledge?
He didn't do anything to the door on this turn, so he took 1 movement. You still have 2 actions. You can attempt to disable on the chain.
So I don't have a dagger thing, but I have my shield badge, which will be the same modifier as the dagger, so I'm just going to roll that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a success. You have 1 success on this this chain. You have 1 success on each of the chains. Unfortunately, all 4 of them are still moving.
Okay, yeah, that's my turn, though.
So I'll put a little marker there. Now it's Eraman's turn. You're up.
So society is recall knowledge?
Yeah, recall knowledge can be anything, but society is the one if you want to think about the Taldorian Empire. Jaethal is hard thinking, and you think on her turn she can probably give it an attempt. Because she might know the answer in the back, it's on the tip of her tongue, but her memory is not very good.
Can I give assistance to Jaethal and kind of coach her?
Sure.
I will roll a diplomacy and say, look, Jaethal, no pressure. Just remember, as soon as we get out of here, we can kill that son of a bitch. So,
okay.
Just think.
I have a DC set. You can roll to assess Jaethal. Nope.
Okay. I will do a society, I guess, to try. I mean, I don't know what else I could roll to, you know.
Yeah, you can roll to check yourself to see if you know. You happen to roll a success on it. You read this somewhere in your studies way a long time ago, that the early Taldorian Empire was almost completely obliterated by a Tarrasque.
Okay. And then if I move there as another action, I won't be able to say it. Is what I'm getting at.
No, but you can certainly tell somebody the answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a Tarrasque. That's the answer. I remember.
Okay, and then you have 1 action left if you want to do anything.
Let me see. I don't think I can do any. I'll just roll a perception, I guess. See if there's anything else going on in the room that we haven't seen. I'll do that.
Sure.
I don't really know what else. You know. Let's see.
That's a success. So one thing you perceive is that as you look up on the ceiling and you see all these steel spikes coming down, you recognize that some of those spikes don't look very sturdy. Specifically, the spikes that surround this area. Where is it?
Okay.
Around here, the spikes that are on top of here, as you look up, they look like they're not very sturdy. Some of them are rusted, some of them look blunt. They look like they won't be as deadly as all the other spikes.
I'll relay that information and also say if they get close enough, maybe we could break the spikes. That way, we'll have a safe zone to stand in. The trap should obviously reset if it was to kill all of us. So if we take the spikes down, maybe we're good there.
Yeah, there you go. Neg, it's your turn. You're on fire. You roll.
Okay.
You're going to roll persistent. You are still on fire.
Oh, all right. Am I still on fire? Even though she's through the water. Okay. So
yeah. So what that does is at the end of your turn, you take the fire damage, and then you roll a save to get out of it.
Okay. Okay, I thought she put it. Okay. It says in the wounded condition that if someone treats you with the treat wounds,
They have to treat you to full.
No, it says the wounded condition ends if someone successfully restores hit points to you using treat wounds, or if you are restored to full hit points by any means and rest for 10 minutes.
Oh, we always played it that they have to restore you to full hit points. Otherwise, you can go around and just get rid of wounds easily with battle medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we always played it, but I might be wrong.
Okay, well, that's no. If that's your, I mean, it's a house rule, but that's cool. If that's a house rule you use, I'll buy it. Now, healing myself, I can heal myself, which is probably a good idea at this point.
You don't want to say the password?
No, because I don't have any hit points, and if I get hit again, I'm almost certain to die, even at the end. So
nobody else can make that spot by the end of the round.
Yeah, Jthal and Gunther aren't going to be able to reach it and say the word, so we're going to get hit regardless. You got to do it.
Okay, it takes 2 actions to do that?
Yes, movement and then saying it.
Yeah, in order for you to go and answer the question, it'll cost you 2 actions.
Okay, and I could go right beside it. I don't need to be right in front of it. That's the one right there?
Yeah.
No, south of that. Oh, it is?
Yeah, you have to be in front of the DS. This is one that's active right now.
In front of it.
Yeah, let me mark the ones that have already been deactivated.
Okay. Yeah. I know which I know which one it is. It's this one. God, it'd be nice if the ping fucking worked.
Wait, wasn't this one, John? That we had to. That's why I moved here.
No, these 2 have already been deactivated.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
I thought it was only 3 questions.
No, you don't know how many questions there are, but this is the 3rd one.
Okay, I'm going to. So then I'll move to here, John. I'll move there.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, because I can't do it from where I am, correct? Or no, I have to be in front of it.
You have to be in front of it at the DS, because that's where the blast shows up if you're wrong.
Okay, so so we know the answer. What was the answer? What did somebody describe?
The answer was a Tarask.
A Tarask. Okay. So was it good? So I just say it right to its face. I know the answer. It's a Tarask to that statue.
That is the correct answer. So the statue's glowing eyes start closing as the candle in front of it flickers off. You have successfully gotten 3 correct answers.
And that took 2 actions, right? Okay. So then I will, instead of casting a spell, I'm going to chug down a lesser healing potion of healing.
Sure.
Which will be almost as good. It's 2d8 plus 5, so modifier 5. And 2d8. Here we are. Oh my god, what shit healing. Oh my god. Okay. I got 9 hit points back. Wow.
Did you apply it to yourself yet?
No, I didn't, because I can't.
Oh, hold on. Let me roll persistent damage, and then let's roll the save of it. So persistent damage is 3. So
I got 6.
You get 6, and then roll a flat d20 to get out of the beer burning.
Yeah.
Your DC is 10 because she...
I miss it.
But Scarlet poured some water on you, so your DCs are 10 instead of 15. 15's real bad.
That sucks.
All right, so you're gonna heal a total of 6. Let me heal you by 6.
Yeah. Okay. That's better than nothing. Hey, I'm standing. That's good. Uh-oh, something got rolled. Was that you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. It auto-rolled by mistake.
Oh, okay. And then it succeeded. Oh, damn. I wish I hadn't rolled. But it's all right. I don't mind if you make a manual roll. So you better set it back.
Okay. It's now Jathal's turn.
She can't reach the... she can't, attack where Talos is, can she?
Sure she can. Talos steps aside for a second so she can go and attack it.
Alright, so she's gonna try and shove that hatchet in there again. She
Sure.
moves up, and then she goes, and you said that's 2 actions, right?
Yep.
Right?
Uh, 18 is not successful hit on that chain.
And that's it then.
Gunthar, you're up. I made a mistake. Last time I let you attack 3 times. You have to spend 2 actions to attempt to disable on it.
Yep, I understand.
$25 is a success. So Gunthar, you hit it so hard that the chain cranks and reels and snaps into place, no longer moving. You disabled one of these. That one's down. You still have 1 action, but you have 1 action to do if you want to do something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'll be ready for if that statue is the next one.
Okay. All right. The
No,
Taldor.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna predict what the arrow attack will come. What direction it'll come from? It'll come from the west because that's the only direction it could hit me. That's my
Because
prediction.
it's the only. Actually, no. If it comes from the west,
No,
it'll hit
north and
Jathal
south.
first. It has to come from either north or south to hit you.
Okay.
It is coming from the west.
Oh, okay.
So Talos, Jathal,
Oh,
Gunthar,
right, I hit
and
Jathal, right.
Aramin. You guys are the lucky ones. We'll go one at a
Okay.
time. First, Talos. That's going to be a hit.
Almost that one.
Man, you haven't missed once.
These are magically enchanted arrows with a plus 12.
No.
This is a deadly trap. It's considered severe in difficulty.
Again.
And without any creatures, it can still kill all of you if you're unlucky.
Damage 16. Holy smokes.
No crits. You don't want that crit or that puts you on fire.
Yeah, no, I know that. Leg knows that from real experience. Oh, only 3. That's good.
Aramin is the lucky dog of the evening. Misses him twice.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, critical miss too. Maybe
That's-
the trap doesn't work anymore.
That is the Taldori's turn. And then we have a new riddle. The one that lights up is this one this time. But you realize that the spikes are getting real close at this point. But you guys have been successfully answering each of the riddles. The riddle says, every true Taldorian knows the celebration in the Imperial Palace every year. In the history of Taldor, the royalty have contributed to the greatness of its emperors, but also to their downfalls. There was a great assassination on the year AR5. What was the name of the celebration during this great assassination? Jathal kind of like looks at you and she shakes her head. She doesn't know. Scarlet, you're up.
Okay. Let me check something quick. Okay, I'm going to do skill society again.
Nope.
I'm going
No,
to
wait. So what's
try-
what's your bonus?
I don't have any. Society.
Oh,
is
your
my
society doesn't even have a
weakness.
bonus. Okay. No, you don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll try again.
You don't
Come on,
know
20.
a second time. You do not know.
Come on, lucky third.
Third time, you do not know.
Damn it.
Talos, you're up.
Okay. So, well, this.
All right, that's another 5 points of damage to it. I'll give it to you, and I say, now at this point, at least the acid has dissolved a hole large enough to like fit your arm through. If you want to try, I won't even charge you any damage for putting your arm through the acid.
Actually, I could.
So, wait, what?
Oh no, nothing. Sorry.
Wait,
Okay.
Talos. Talos. You still need to work on that chain where you're at, right?
If one of you guys want to go for it, you can.
Let Jthal try it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. If anything, maybe Neck will have some better success with a small arm. But yeah, I guess I'll just do that. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna work on that chain.
Uh, 22 is a success.
Okay, sweet. So that's 2 nooks and this one in the corner. And I guess I'll use my last action. Could I try doing a recall knowledge society to see if I could get that answer?
Sure.
Oh.
Nope. You think it's the day of ballroom dances?
The ballroom dance day, guys. Easy one.
Yeah. How could you not know that?
All right.
Aramin, you're up.
All right. I'll do recall knowledge.
Ooh, you just your your roll was really good. You think it's the day of exaltation, the grand day of exaltation.
It's the grand day of exaltation, everyone. And at that point, I will. That's 1. Correct?
Yes.
That's good too. Yeah.
I'll move here.
You could move. Yeah. Can't you move in front of it and answer the question?
I don't have enough action economy.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Oh, you still
Why
have-
not?
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
can?
can. You have 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. You can. With one movement, you can get up there.
Yeah.
Well, I say day of exaltation.
Day of exaltation is the correct answer. You guys doing really well.
All right.
4 statues deactivated.
Okay.
We got Jthal going. Oh no, we got Ned going.
Yeah. I'm just. Okay. So where? So that corner down here. This corner down. Let me ping it. That corner there. That one has had 2. It's been deactivated
Yeah,
twice, right?
with 2 successes, you deactivate each chain.
Okay. I think I'm going to move there.
It's already done, though, right?
It's already deactivated.
No. Oh, is it only 2? I thought it was 4. Oh, okay. It's only 2. Good. Okay, then I won't move there. I will move.
So is the
I'm gonna
one
move up
Talos
here.
did deactivated?
Yep, that one's deactivated too.
Okay, so
I'm
just
going
the
to move
bottom
here
one.
then.
Yeah.
So that's 1. I still got 2. I'm going to try and deactivate it with my thievery. No, that won't work.
That did not work. Jthal's up.
Nope.
You said you could fit an arm through. Can you fit a scythe through?
Probably you can't do so because the scythe is pretty big.
All right. Well, if she puts her arm through, what does she feel?
That's what you're gonna do. Well, you spend an action to put your arm through it if you want to do that.
Okay.
I get killed.
So Jathal puts her arm through, and she looks at you and shakes her head. There's no handle.
Okay. You said the spikes are getting lower. If she moves 1 block to the right, can she hit the spikes above to try and damage them?
Sure. So you can roll to hit spikes around that square. There's a spikes have an AC, and 19 is a hit on the spikes. Now they have a hardness and a damage threshold. If you meet the damage threshold, you break them. 14 points of damage. So bypassing the hardness of the spikes, that one she loosens it but does not break it.
Okay.
One more good whack and that thing will go down.
Where's in the block she's in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunther, you're up.
So I'm taking my cue from Jathal. I'm going to attack the spikes above me.
Okay.
Oh,
16 does not reach the armor class of that spike. You hit it, but it's not hard enough to break it.
John, do you want me to roll my wounded, make my wounded flat roll, or
17 does hit the... Oh, no, 17 also... Hold on. The armor class is 17. So, yes, you hit it. Roll damage. $11 points of damage. You damage the spike, but you have not destroyed it. Oh yeah, Neg, I forgot about your persistent fire.
Yeah,
I'm gonna first roll. First, I'm gonna roll damage. You take the damage first. 2 points of damage, and then roll a flat d20.
yeah? Wait, this isn't a d20. What the hell? Oh, yes, okay.
16. You put the fire out. Finally.
But I'm still one wounded. I still have one wounded condition. Never mind. There we go.
All right. Top of the D4.
Yep, it is a d4. Okay, so because you guys have broken 2 of the chain mechanisms, 2 walls have been deactivated. You don't know which 2 walls, but you know that nothing fires this round.
Oh,
Nice.
good. Yeah, that is nice.
Spikes are getting real close. They're like 10 feet above you. Scarlet, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to give you another riddle.
Yeah.
Not really riddle. They're more like, it's like a history exam. The worst
History. A question. A query.
Hold on. Where is this? Where's these questions I have written up?
What is the capital of Assyria?
There was a war between Taldor and Chiliax. The king of Taldor was named King Aspects, and he was extremely successful in diffusing tensions and ending the war with almost no bloodshed. What was King Aspects' middle name known to the common people? And this is the one that they're asking about. You realize that the rate that the wall's coming down, you probably have exactly enough time to activate all 6 statues before you get skewered.
Somebody give me an answer.
Oh my god.
It's Scarlet's turn.
Okay, I see a Jetal.
Jathal shakes her head. She does not know this one.
Okay, then society it is.
That's not successful.
Could she use warfare since you mentioned a war?
I gotta go for a couple of minutes. Probably my turn may come up. Can you just? All I'm gonna do on my turn is try to deactivate it, or if we get an answer, I would move in front of that statue.
All right, that's fine. I will hold off on your turn until you come back, or
Okay, yeah,
if the round ends.
Yep. Yeah, just that's what I would do. I would try to either deactivate it with thievery, or I would try and move an answer.
Yeah, if your turn comes up, I'll drop your turn until the end.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
All right, Scarlet, that first attempt was unsuccessful. You really don't know. And I think you asked about warfare. You can try warfare, but the DC is going to be higher.
Yeah, I'll keep with society.
That's failure again.
I'll need a 20 for this. Yeah, no. I don't know.
You know, that was a critical failure. I have to give you a wrong answer, but I know you're not going to use the wrong answer, so might as well not. Unless it was a secret check, which I should have made it, but it was not. All right, that's your turn. Talos, you're up.
It's okay, John, because this is for us to learn the first time. Then the next time you'll do it secretly.
Well, no, I was thinking about making a secret. I just forgot. Because I wanted to give you wrong answers, and you try the wrong answers and get blasted.
So I'm going to take 2 actions to move to this corner over here.
Sure.
And then I'll make a society recall knowledge check.
See if you know any better. Nope, that's not enough.
Ooh. Then that's my turn.
Aramin, you're up.
Right, I will do a society recall check. One second.
Oh, hold on. Roll the damage against that door again. Just so we keep track. The DC is 20. The DC is 24. Oh, that one does barely bypass. So it ignores 5 hardness, so it does 3 points of damage. You're not making much headway on dissolving the door.
Worth the try.
I rolled a 23.
23. The DC is 24. It's a failure.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, so close.
And that doesn't do it. Well, we're done.
Not yet. It's not over till it's over. I will drop next turn until the very end. Even I'll drop his... If he's not here, I'll drop his turn. And then we'll act on his behalf if he gets up to him. Jathal's turn.
Well, she literally does not have any plus. She has a +1 to society. So there's literally, like, no reason to do it.
Yeah, for Jathal, because she's trying to access her previous memories, I will give you a little bonus if you roll with Jathal for recall knowledge on Taldor. I'll give her a Taldorian lore. Here we go. Give her Taldorian lore. Give her some... Tell her and give her some training in it. There we go. There, I gave her... She has a +6.
Well, she made it.
She just made it. Jathal remembers. She says, wait, some of it is coming back to me. His name was the Even-Tongued. Thus, his power and diplomacy ended the war.
Which statue is it? Gunthar's or the other one?
Gunthar's.
All right. I guess she'll move. Right. Well, I get because he's in the spot. You know what I mean?
No, you can do that. That's fine. Gunther just moves aside for a second. If you're wrong, all three of you get blasted, of course. So she moves over. She moves over. Gunther moves aside for a second, and she says the even-tongued, and you are once again correct.
Okay.
You are 5 for 6.
All right, and that's her turn, right?
Yeah, it looks like you guys have done an excellent job. You managed to answer every single question correctly on each of your turns. So Gunther's up.
I guess I'm whacking at spikes again.
Yep. DC is 17 to hit the spikes. That is a success. Hitting the spikes, roll some damage. 9 points of damage. Bypassing the hardness, you break the spikes directly above you. So this area has no spikes, so it's probably safe for the spikes to come down there. Exactly where you're standing. So at least you're not going to die.
Gunther, if you move right here, if you hit that one, it just needs one more hit. You know what I'm saying?
So I did one swing so I can move and strike. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not letting me move.
You move here and you strike those spikes. Go ahead.
That's multi-attack, so that's second attack.
Second attack.
No, go.
Oh, no, that second attack. I should make spikes drop down on you, but no. No, that's a no good. That's no good. Taldori Death Room. Now, you have two things.
Hey, John, can you at least, because he already told you he would have tried to use his action on.
Oh, that's
on
right.
That
Let me give him a chance to try to get that spike, just so he can potentially deactivate it. He used thievery against it.
Yes.
That's a failure. So I guess if he comes back, I'll give him another action, but the Death Room gets to act. You got a 50-50 chance that the spike's not going off. Oh, well. Arrows are coming from the right to left. So Neg, Scarlet, Jathal, and Talos, you are in the firing range. Neg's gonna come back. His character's gonna be dead again. Oh, you saw that? Did you see it go on the 18 and then just slide over? Oh man, Neg, somebody's.
Did I not die?
Neg, somebody is watching over you. You failed an attempt. You failed an attempt to disarm, but you still have one action left. You can take if you want. I am rolling.
I will.
Crossbow bolts.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Wait.
Scarlet gets missed.
Yay!
Okay.
Jathal, unfortunately, is going to take some damage. And finally, Talos.
Oh.
A hit, but not a crit. Okay, Neg, I'm going to give you opportunity to do take your last action. I used two of your actions to attempt to disable, and you failed.
I'm just going to I'm going to take a potion again. Lesser.
Okay, go ahead.
Or actually, no. Hold on. I'm going to cast a spell on myself. No, wait a minute. I won't. That would be bad. That would not.
Oh, you don't have the actions to cast a spell.
Yeah. Well, I do. I could cast the healing at one action.
Oh, yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah, if you want to waste that spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how much healing I will do, and it's kind of crappy again.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Better. So 14, you'll have to give it back to me because I can't edit it right. No.
Okay, so 26 is your current hit points then.
Oh, I'm almost there. Jeez, I'm just one down. Okay, that is my turn then.
Okay. Now, the final riddle. The voice begins to speak, but and this statue does light up, but there's something goes wrong. The voice goes it starts over and over again. Something about this mechanism is broken. But the spikes continue to fall. So if you don't figure out what's broken with this mechanism, the spikes are going to come down. You're not going to even get a chance to answer. Scarlet, you're up. This is the last one, the last statue.
Okay.
It's a little hiccup, a little unexpected surprise. The trap is actually broken.
So we don't get a
Not in
question.
your favor.
Yep.
Can I throw perception to see if I notice what is it that is broken?
You absolutely can. DC is set. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, that's excellent. So you look at the final statue, right? And the final statue, the eyes are starting to glow, but they're flashing like bzz, 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 like like the electrical connection is not completely connected. There's something kind of not misaligned in the magic over there. If you can fix that, you can get this the spell to work properly.
Whack the thing in the head.
Depends on how you want to try to fix it. Oh, you did a perception. That's what you notice. That's definitely what's wrong with this thing.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have crafting for this, so I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to
Question.
do.
Can you use Arcana, Scarlet?
I don't have Arcana. That's my
Alright,
main
never mind.
problem. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do my focus spell.
We're a little bit over time, but we're
Oh.
going to at least complete this part, so we don't.
Yeah. And I gave Neg a cornucopia so he can eat it.
Okay.
Ooh, wait.
That will bring Neg to 0 wounds, so he gets rid of the wounded condition.
Do you want me to heal him now?
No, he's fully
I'm
healed.
not hit.
The cornucopia
Fully
does.
healed, right?
He had 1 point of damage, so the cornucopia was gonna. If he eats it, it's gonna heal him up. He's not really supposed to eat it on this turn, but that's fine. I'll give it to you. We just wanna get this thing completed. Talos, you're
Yeah.
up.
Over the finish
Okay,
line.
so I'm gonna just try stalling this one more time, so I'll do attack against it.
You guys know that the arrows won't kill us anymore at this point, right? Like the ceiling coming down will.
Okay, 26 is a success. Roll. So with that attack, you disable this one. You don't have to roll damage on these chains.
Oh, by the
Oh,
way, I
no, I'll
forgot
close
to say.
the door.
Oh yeah, that's the damage for the door. Door is far from anything you can use to escape right now. Probably going to take like an hour for the door to open up enough for you to walk out of there.
Yeah.
I forgot to say that when I noticed that in the perception, I said it out loud.
Of course, we assume that. Otherwise, it'll be a problem. Talos, anything else you want to do for a third action before Aramin goes?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I have like any skill that would I be able to roll crafting to see what was wrong with the statue?
Yes, I'll let you roll a crafting. Wow, that's excellent. You just hit the number you needed to succeed. When you look carefully at the statue, it is a combination of mechanical and magic mechanism. So the magic is contained within the eyeballs, but there's some sort of mechanical mechanism inside the statue that is clicking and not working. You also notice that the head of the statue is unnaturally tilted to the right. What you need to do is Retilt the head.
Okay, I would yell that out to everyone.
There you go. Neg, now it's your turn. You have an idea of how to do this.
Yeah. I could either
We
do
skipping
that.
me? We're skipping me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron.
No, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
well,
That's my mistake. It's your turn.
All right. First off, I know we probably have to turn the head, but we still need to figure that out, and we can't even figure that out. So I'll go over, and I'll turn the head.
So you realize that the head is partially degraded and broken, and that's why it was tilted to the side. When you put it upright, the light, the eyeballs glow brighter appropriately, and then the riddle is delivered to you. And it says in 1550, in minus 553 AR, the Grand Prince Urios and Satrap Xerxes I signed a treaty between Taldor and Cadera. This treaty is known as the Urian Peace. For how long did this peace last?
Okay.
That's a riddle, and you may take your last action if you want to try to do something to answer. Jathal has no idea. So, this was actually a very easy DC. As far as you know, the nations of Taldor and Cadera still exist, and they're still at peace. So do you want to take the risk and answer?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Unfortunately, that is the wrong answer.
You just said it's at peace.
As far as you know. But what you didn't know is that the peace lasted for a certain amount of time. It broke down into another war, and then another treaty was signed.
Wait, that's not what you asked, though.
I said, as far as you know, they're still at peace. That's what you get for the success. I'll let you retcon and not answer if you don't want to.
Well, then, yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't.
Okay, because I told you you're going to get blasted. Neg, you're up. You do tell everybody, yes, as far as I know, they're still at peace.
Okay, so the
you need a critical success to know the actual answer to the question.
Now, the chain where I'm at, that is the only one that is still active, right? That hasn't been disabled, or am I correct? Or is there another
you are
one?
correct. That's the only one left.
Okay. Well, probably my best. And it's slowed enough that would I have a fairly certain, be fairly sure that if I do activate it, that I'm going to, shut these spikes from descending down upon us?
No, these have nothing. You don't think they have anything to do with the spikes? Do you think they are involved in the arrows shooting from the walls?
Oh, okay. No, that's not what's.
Or you're not you're not certain. Then maybe they'll stop the spikes. Maybe.
No, I'm better to try and answer the question. I have to be beside. Now, do I have to be beside that?
No, you don't have to be beside to recall knowledge.
So. Okay.
To answer the question, you do.
Okay. To answer the question, right, but to get the answer, somebody can. Okay, so I'm thinking that in order to answer the question, Taldor is a nation of rivers.
Yes.
Neg knows
you want to use
well.
River lore? I will let you. Yeah. I will let you use your rivers lore.
I might, but I'm pondering in my mind whether I should do that or draw upon my society. Because of the
tangential nature of the Rivers lore, I'm going to make the Rivers lore higher DC. I do tell you which one will be a higher DC.
Because I know that the capital of Taldor is Opera, which is on a river, and it's talked about by people in the 6 Sales company I worked in, but it would still be harder. Okay, I would then not roll it. I would roll society.
Okay, let me see.
Because I am very skilled in all right. Society. Oh no, it's 20.
With a 20, with a regular success, you only know as far as Eramin knows. Taldor and Cadera have remained in peace as far as you can recall, but this is ancient history.
Okay, well, I don't have enough. Was that one action or two?
One action.
Okay, I can still try and disable this trap where I
Sure,
am.
sure.
Or I could try and guess again, I guess.
It's up to you, man.
I'm going to try and disable this trap. Here we go.
Wait, question. If we don't answer it this time, we're dead, correct? The spikes come down.
You don't know.
Well,
that
we
is a success.
It's how it looks.
So you put another spike inside this chain. The chain locks up, and as all 4 chains locked up, you realize some sort of gear or mechanism breaks on the ceiling. The whole room shakes a little bit. The spikes start slamming down, but they stop like 4 feet above you. You guys just duck to avoid the traps killing you. And as this happens, the statue breaks apart. The magic makes it explode, but not in a way that's gonna shoot at you to hurt you. The statue breaks apart, and there is a magical glowing orb in the rubble. Both the doors spontaneously unlock and open. You guys have succeeded, and you are victorious in getting over this complex trap. This is a very high experience trap. It's 100 experience points for bypassing this trap. But you guys... Oh, I awarded 150. Oh, the 50 was for getting past the bandit camp.
Can I grab the orb?
Yeah, you go and you pick up the orb. It is a powerful magical orb. You need to identify it to be able to figure out how it's used.
Okay.
Can we
I'm gonna
break
hold
the
it.
heads of? Can we break the heads of the other statues and get their orbs?
What happened is the magic transfers from statue. When you go to the other statue and you break them open,
Okay, so the other ones are
the orbs
dead.
are inert. So this magic travels from statue to statue, but it is coalesced. All the magic inside this room has coalesced inside that orb, and you now hold it in your hands. Not sure what
All
it
right,
is.
I'm
You're
gonna-
kind of looking at it.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna step out of the room then, because I don't trust this trap anymore.
Sure.
John, before we leave this, you said in the beginning that they were holding everlasting. Torch.
Even those candles were part of the magic that was empowering this.
Oh, so there's no more? I was going to take one.
No, the magic inside the candles have burnt out because they were part of all the magic coalescing.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here, and so I can give everybody again their life.
Which way do you want to go, backwards or forwards?
Forwards. But maybe
Actually,
we'll rest.
Knock, knock.
Before we go forward, can we move one of these statues backwards so that the people that, if they find the trap and go down,
I think the
don't
trap's done because the magic went into the orb and that's it.
Yeah, but,
yeah, but can
the trap is now deactivated. You guys have successfully survived it.
Yeah, so
yeah,
we
but
would leave.
what I mean is that can we move a statue and put it in front of the door so that
Oh.
we can...
Yeah, sure. The
Yeah.
statues have crumbled down to rubble, so you can take the rubble and shove it in front of the door to hold it shut. I'm going to take this magical orb and put it in your party sheet for you guys to identify later, because you don't have the time to decipher its magic right now.
Well, when she's healing us, how long does that take outside of combat? It's 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes for 2 people. So
Yeah,
I
so
have
can I do an arcana while she does that and see if I can identify
so it is a decipher magic check. Let me set a DC. It's a specific level. You have to if you fail, you got to try again tomorrow.
That's fine.
So you guys can step outside the room and you can heal up and you can roll the decipher magic. Oh no, there you go. That's
you know what?
a
I'm
critical.
going to use
That's a critical.
I'm going to use my hero point.
Oh, I forgot to give
Because
out a
we're
hero
going
point this game, but that's okay. So Aramin, I'll give you a hero point in case you fail in deciphering the magic.
I rolled a 25.
Oh, you rolled a 25? Oh, that's
Yeah.
your roll. I'm sorry. 25 is success, not a critical success. It's a regular success.
Okay.
You identify this magical item. It is a rhyme crystal. Here we go.
A Rhine crystal.
It's worth 55 gold points. It's a level 3 item, and you can use it to you can put it in your armor. You can gain resistance to cold, and you can use it to activate cold spells.
Oh, I have cold spells. So when you say activate cold spells, what do you mean?
You can cast a Ray of Frost, which is a cantrip. You can cast a level 3 chilling spray once per day,
Oh,
or
nice.
you can
because I don't have armor.
well, I'd like to keep that because I have I'm doing the whole cold thing. I took Ray or not Ray of Frost. What's
Oh,
that?
excuse me.
The chilling spray.
Excuse me.
so you can put it
I
with
have
your armor
no
for
way to use it.
resistance. You can put it with your weapon to do extra cold damage, or it's got a spell you can cast once per day. But that's dependent on the level of the item. So because this is a regular rhyme crystal, this is not a greater or something. You only have once per day chilling spray. You don't get ice storm or cone of cold. That's too high level.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
these
yeah.
are the levels associated with the power of the magical item. So this is a
No.
very valuable magical item, and you definitely can be of use to you.
Now you said it's a level 3 chilling spray. Do I have to have access to level 3 spells to cast that level 3 chilling spray?
No, the level, no, this thing is casting it. So it has its own DC and attack bonus.
Oh, fantastic.
So all you have from this item is a level 3 chilling spray.
All right. So any issues with me grabbing that?
No, I can't really use it because I don't wear armor and I don't use weapons. And the spell, I mean, Chilling Ray, I don't, yeah, take it. It's yours. I wouldn't use it.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Talos, Gunthar?
All yours. I can't cast spells while raging.
So this,
right.
you pick it up, and it's
Yeah.
like a snow globe. There's like a snow inside of it. It's very magical. It's cool to the touch, and you can feel like magical power just bursting, just bustling within it. So you can, it's got a lot of options on what you choose to do with it. Mainly, if you can activate it once a day to either give resistance to armor, damage bonus to weapons for a turn, or you can use it to cast chilling spray, or you can also use it as many times as you want to cast the cantrip of Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost is a legacy cantrip that's no longer available through character creation. Now the spell is called Frostbite. So it's one opportunity to have access to a legacy spell that you otherwise have no access to.
Okay. I will add that. Thank you.
So that's the material reward you get. You got your XP reward. You guys are very close to level 4, but you probably will not be level 4 by the time you face the Stag Lord. Because even after you level up, you need at least a night's rest to actually be the next level.
Yeah.